gonna be alright. Give it up, gonna be alright. Give it up, gonna be alright. Alright, alright. With you, why do you gotta alright, alright. So slow. Give it up, gonna be alright. Alright, alright. With you, why do you gotta alright, alright. So slow. Give it up, gonna be alright. Give it up, gonna be alright. Give it up, gonna be alright. Alright, alright. With you, why do you gotta alright, alright. With slow. Give it up, gonna be alright. Alright, alright. With you, why do you gotta alright, alright. So slow. Give it up, gonna be alright. Give it up, gonna be alright. Give it up, gonna be
Do
alright.
not mind my pile of clean clothes that you just saw.
Give it up, gonna be
Low-key
alright.
embarrassing. Yo, what's going on, chat? Whoever's in here right now. You got anybody in here right now? If you guys are in the chat right now, see what's up. Is it lurking season right now?
Give it up, gonna be alright.
Y'all know I'm the master of that shit. I am the master of going live, putting on some music, and then forgetting to turn down the fucking music. I'm the master of that shit. So of course I did. Of course I forgot to turn off the fucking music. You know, I wore this to work today. I wore my Thunder Rosa shirt to work today. I got a lot of compliments on my shirt. A lot of people love this shirt. So if Thunder Rosa sees this, your shirt is fucking killer. Like, a lot of people love this shirt. Even though they didn't know it was a wrestling shirt, they didn't know what it was for. They're just like, yo, that shirt's so sick. The skull and everything looks so cool. I'm like, yeah. What does La Mera Mera mean? I feel like I always say La Mera Mera, but I don't know what it means. La Mera meaning. The mirror mirror. Well, that doesn't mean the mirror mirror. I can tell you that much. Well, let's just do La Mera. What does La Mera mean? No, no. It keeps on, like, Google Translate keeps on saying the mirror. Let's go Urban Dictionary. That's our best bet. Mera, the most beautiful woman on earth, woman of the sea, the light, the star. There's like 3 different definitions. One says beautiful woman, and another one says, well, such a beautiful girl, I guess. You know what's really funny is that with Urban Dictionary, you always have people who will do their own definitions of a word, and they'll always try to like tie it back. They'll always somehow, some way try to tie it back to like somebody they know. Like, let's say they have a crush on somebody or whatever, and their name's like fucking Mara. They'll go on Urban Dictionary and they'll fucking make a definition of the word Mara to describe the girl they're talking to. She'll be like, oh my god, I was on Urban Dictionary looking at my name and I saw my name on it and it was like this perfect description of me. And they'll be like, yeah, I wonder who made that. Yeah, like, I know kids be doing that shit, but whatever. Yo, Space Pecker says, what's up, man? Woman of the Sea, Rosa was a mermaid the entire time. You know, if she was a mermaid, she lured me in. Because, you know, that's what sirens do. They lure people in and then they kill them, right? That is literally what mermaids do. My search came up Big Boss lately. Lately. Kevin Harris, what's going on, man? What's up? McSquishy Tushy's back in the chat, man. I see you back in the chat. They got a few people rolling up in here. About to get ready to do some, whoa, hold on. I have the wrong description on twitch.tv. Let's see. I'm doing some pro wrestling tier lists. Guys, if you have any tier list of your own or a tier list you know that are really cool, don't be scared. Send some in the chat. Because that's what the stream's going to be. We're going to be either watching a match or we're going to be doing a tier list. That is the stream for today. Very chill, very chill. I do want to check out that Will Ospreay match, Will Ospreay versus Michael Oku. We might check that out on the stream as well. We're only going to be live for like 2 hours. We're not going to be live for too long. I am tired. I had a long day at work, but I want to go live because, you know, I try to go live 4 times a week. So I don't really post as much on this channel anymore. Least I can do is go live when I say I'm supposed to. What's good? What's up? What's up, man? What's up? How was everybody's day today? East Coast boys, where y'all at? It's 8:14 p.m. over here. I know for a lot of y'all watching. I think a good majority of people who watch my channel actually are either West Coasters or they're on the other side of the country. I noticed there's not too many East Coasters that watch my stuff, which is actually interesting. Slaps hard, plus you can see me in the crowd. Listen, like I said, I have yet to see it. I'll see if my friend George is online, because if he is, I'll have to invite him in, because I've been telling him we got to watch that match, because I'm like, yo, George, people keep on telling me this match is good, and I want to watch it with you, so get your shit together so we can watch it. Better yet, let me see if this motherfucker even like... I'll call him later. East Coast poppin'. Hey, East Coast boys, what's up? What's up? How you feel about the Playmaker, the Overdrive? You know, back when I was younger, I used to think it was like the coolest move ever. MVP used to do the Overdrive, like back in like the old days, back in like 2007. I thought it was the coolest shit ever. Like, he used to put his leg over their neck and just like, like looking back on it, it's a stupid looking move, but like I popped for it when I was younger. So, it's alright. It's alright. I might do a finisher tier list. We should do a finishers tier list. Yeah, work is killing me so bad. It felt like I didn't have the weekend off. And one European is like 1 in the morning. Space Packer says, I appreciate you coming through at 1 o'clock in the morning. You better than me, bro. I be not the fuck out at 1 o'clock in the morning. You know what? I'm not going to say that because lately I've been staying up a lot later, which I don't like because I'm normally I go to sleep at like 11 p.m., midnight. But see, the thing is, I got moved to a new department in my job, and now I get off of work earlier. See, because before, when I was doing YouTube, uploading videos, and not doing TikTok as much, I was working like 12 to 9. I would like go into work 12 o'clock, leave at 9, get home at like around 10 o'clock. By the time I get home, Dynamite's off, Rampages start. Like by the time I go home, everything's already finished. So it almost made no sense for me to stream, and I didn't have time to. So I tried streaming in the morning, which worked somewhat. But a lot of my audience is not really online in the morning because a lot of the times they're either at work, if you're on the far West Coast, far East Coast, or they're either going to work, at work, or if they're on West Coast, they're still asleep. So it's like it's kind of not even beneficial to stream that early in the morning. So I would usually get home. I get home at 10. I be tired. I go right to sleep. I wake up at 6 a.m. and I start working on content. But now I got earlier shifts. So what I do is I'll wake up like maybe an hour or two later than I usually do because I used to wake up at like 5 and 6 a.m. Now I wake up at like 7. I wake up. I'll make like 1, 2, 3, 4 TikToks. I'll start mapping up content for the week or whatever I want to make. And then I'll plan out the day and then I'll hit the work. And then I'll hit the work. I'll work until like 6 or 7. I get off like 2 hours earlier. Like, let's fucking go. LFG. I'll get off. I'll come home just in enough time to watch whatever's on because most wrestling shows start at 8 o'clock. Watch whatever's on. If I'm live streaming, I'll live stream it. And then like I'm up because I have more energy. I'm literally up now. So I feel like now that I had to get off of work earlier, I have this almost incentive to stay up later, which I really am trying to break because I don't want to stay up late. I'm so conditioned to waking up early and doing shit in the morning that now I'm staying later, and I just it doesn't feel right to me. My vibe is not in sync with being a night owl. I was like that when I was younger, and I say when I was younger like I'm like a fucking old ass man. I mean, internally I am, but like back when I was in college, like 5 years ago, like 4 years ago when I was in college, like yeah, I used to pull all-nighters all the time, but now I need my sleep. I need my sleep. I'd mess with the top finisher list. For real. Well, yo, find me a finisher list and we'll do it. Jobber's Corner, what's up, bro? Yerp. You know I'm not from New York, right? I'm Millie Rock, though. In New York, I'm Millie Rock. In New York, I'm Millie Rock. Oh, what you know about that Millie Rock, bro? I don't have enough space. What you know about the Millie Rock, bro? Oh, let me stop. What you know about the Millie Rock, bro? My chair, guys. I need a new chair. I've been saying this on stream forever, but I need a new chair. It keeps breaking down. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy a new chair when I come back from Texas. Y'all, it's official. Your boy is going to Dallas, Texas. Somebody play Flow Riders, Welcome to My House. Welcome to my house. Play that music too. Yes, your boy is going to WrestleMania weekend. My third WrestleMania weekend. I am super amped. I bought my flight today. Well, I bought it yesterday, which I ended up getting for free. For free. I got to put air quotes over for free because I was supposed to go to Hawaii last Christmas, but I got COVID, so I couldn't go. So I got my flights refunded, and I got a credit for it. So with that credit from the flights I got refunded, I basically bought my flight to Texas. So I didn't pay any money, even though technically it's like it's layover money. It's free. Let me not overcomplicate it. It's free. It's a free flight, and I just actually paid for my Airbnb today. So we all booked up. Airbnb's good. Flights are good. Now it's just a matter of getting the events together. And I was actually looking at one of my favorite websites to go to this time of the year, and that is Reddit, because there's this one Reddit page called WrestleMania Plans that always comes through because I don't know who this guy is. I just want to give the guy a big old hug because he's been really my source of doing this stuff for the last however many years I've been doing it, 3 years. But this guy will basically just link up every single event happening WrestleMania weekend, and it makes it so easy and accommodating to try to figure out what you want to do. What do you think of Plan Productions' Perfect Mania card video? I don't watch Plan Productions. We can check it out on stream if you guys want. It's Sunday. It's a Sunday stream, guys. We relax. We don't really have much of a plan. So, Johnny Bernie, if you want to watch it and the chat wants to watch, you can watch it and react to Plan Productions video. I don't watch Plan Productions. I've seen some of his videos. I've seen some of his content. I've reacted to some of his content, but like I don't actively watch him. It's not a knock on him. I just don't watch his content. Like when you're a content creator, a lot of the times, unless they're like people you actively like, either were watching before you did content, or you are really deep into their content, you don't watch a lot of other people's content because you're too busy focused on your own. Like that's just for every content creator. Like when you make content, you often do not catch yourself watching a lot of content unless it's your own or like a friend or like somebody you really enjoy their shit. So, yeah. I'll give you a list of matches to save time. Oh no, we can save time in a minute, but let me go to the Reddit page I was talking about earlier. Let's go to my good old friend, the screen share. The screen share. So let's head over to screen 2, right here. And I believe it is I might have it bookmarked. Probably do. Let's see. Look at y'all. Y'all looking at my... What y'all looking at my... what's it called for? Why you looking at my search history? Reddit... What's it called? It's WrestleMania Plans Reddit. Come on. WrestleMania... It's something like this. Here it is. There it is. See, this person right here, every single year, Hawaiian Dry is his name. Everyone go follow this guy. I'm going to go follow him right now, as a matter of fact. This guy right here is the king of it. I know y'all looking at my Reddit name. Don't even bother adding me. I barely ever use Reddit, but here we go. They got locations listed for all the places they're going to be running the show. And then right here, they have a list of every single event taking place that weekend, which I think is just so fucking awesome. Let me just scrunch this in a little bit. There we go. So Thursday, they have Glory Pro, which is GCW. They have Bloodsport 8. They're on their 8th Bloodsport show. That is crazy. I think I went to the 3rd one, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I either went to the 2nd one or the 3rd one. No, you know what? I think it was the 2nd one because the first one was Matt Riddle's Bloodsport, and then the 2nd one was Josh Barnett's Bloodsport. So yeah, I went to the 2nd one. They just had like at least like 2 or 3 a year. I think that's what happened. So yeah, Bloodsport 8. My friend wants to go to Bloodsport. I myself am not crazy about Bloodsport. The concept, I love it. I think the concept is awesome to try to mix the sport of MMA and the art form of pro wrestling into one. I think it's very ambitious. However, I personally cannot get down with it. I just feel like the aspect of seeing wrestlers try to fight, because let's be real. Like if you watch Bloodsport, they ain't fucking each other up for real, bro. Like they're not out here stiffing and shoot. Like, you know, from now to time they might throw a punch or throw a kick that really connects and everything, but they ain't out here trying to fuck each other up like that because they still wrestlers. So like, if you want to watch an MMA fight, I go watch UFC. I'd go watch Bellator. Like, I'm not watching Bloodsport for that. So personally, I can't get into it. Not my cup of tea. If you like it, that's awesome. But I said awesome. I must be from New York now. I saw your earlier. Now I think I'm from New York. We got AAA, which I think WC means WrestleCon. There's IHWE. I have no idea what that is. There's MLW, IHWE again. So they got 2 shows running. And then this is the show I'm going to. Spring Break Night 1. It is a must for me. So a little backstory on why I'm such a big fan of Spring Break. So back in 2019, I was going to my first WrestleMania weekend. You know what I mean? Suzuki versus Barnett is the only Bloodsport match I've liked. I was live for that show. I was live for that show and that match. It was a fucking great match. But it was 2019, and at the time, I was friends with... Let's say his name. I was friends with Logan Stunt, Marco Stunt's brother. We're not friends anymore. But I was friends with him. We used to talk like every day. And I was telling him, like, yo, I'm planning to go to WrestleMania weekend. I'm going to this, going that. Originally, I was planning to go to NXT TakeOver because at that point in time, I was going to TakeOver annually. I went to NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 3 in 2017. I went to NXT TakeOver Philadelphia in 2018. And then earlier that year, in 2019, I went to NXT TakeOver Phoenix. So I'm like, oh, yo, this is my annual thing. I'm going to take over New York, full circle, back in New York City, back at the Barclays Center. Let's go. And Logan was like, no, man, you got to go to Joey Janela's spring break. Da-da-da. You got to go to spring break. Got to go to spring break. And I'm like, what's so cool about spring break, bro? Like, I don't even like Joey Janela like that. Now, mind you, I don't hate Joey Janela or anything, but like, I'm like, oh, you like Joey Janela like that? Like, he a alright wrestler. Like, what do I want to see his show for? I don't want to see a show based around Joey Janela. He's like, no, it's not based around Joey Janela. There's other people on it. Da da da. You gotta come see it. And at first, I was skeptical. I'm like, listen, man, I know for a fact I'm gonna get a great show out of NXT. I don't know if I'm gonna get a great show out of Joey Janela's spring break. So I don't know. And then after this dude basically was begging me to go, I decided, all right, fine. Because the only reason I was deciding is because these shows happened at the exact same time. Like, you either were going to spring break or you were going to TakeOver. There was no in between. They both were happening at the same time. Spring break was in White Eagle Hall in New Jersey, and then TakeOver in New York was at the Barclays Center in New York City. So, pick one. I picked spring break because Logan basically begged me to go. So I go to spring break, and I've said it before, and I will say it again. That is, bar none, my favorite show that I've ever been to was spring break. It was just a fuckload of fun, bro. The vibe was crazy. Like, you walk in, everybody's just like, it was jam-packed. And I think that added to the aesthetic of the show. It was jam-packed. Like, you were struggling to move around. It was almost borderline claustrophobic. But because everybody was fucking vibing, you almost didn't mind it. It felt like you were at a fucking concert. Like, everyone was all stuck together. Me and this one guy, we were having drinks. And then Don't Stop Believing by Journey came on. We just started singing Don't Stop Believing. Everybody was just fucking vibing. It was so cool. Then the wrestling fucking started. I'll never forget, because when this show happened, Lil Nas X was popping off. And I love Lil Nas X. I'm a fan of his work. But at the time, Old Town Road was popular. And Old Town Road played like on a fucking loop for like 20 straight minutes. I was losing my mind, bro. It wouldn't stop playing. And by this time, I almost hated the song because it was all over the radio, all over Spotify. You couldn't escape Old Town Road. Thank God nobody plays that shit anymore. But outside of that, the show starts. They open up with Joey Janela, who was injured. He made his return. And then Marco Stunt made his return, which I marked out for a pop for, because before I was friends with Logan, I actually met Marco. I reached out to him for a collab on my YouTube channel. If you guys actually want to go see, me and Marco Stunt actually did a video. It's actually still up on my channel. I forgot what it's titled, but I'm pretty sure if you search Suplex or Tyler-kun Williams Marco Stunt, it should come right up. We played 2K19 and I whooped his ass. But we were friends, and then I became friends with his brother, and he returned to the show. I thought it was awesome. Met him after the show, but just top to bottom, the show was just so much fucking fun. I saw a guy with no legs wrestle. I saw Invisible Stan versus Invisible Man, one of the most prolific wrestling matches of all time. The main event was a bloody fucking death match, which I'm not big into death matches, but like, might as well get into it while you get into it, right? It's Dean. What's up, bro? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't have the I just now see your comment on the left-hand side. I forgot to put multi-stream on. There's two options on OBS, YouTube and multi-stream. And sometimes when nobody's talking on Twitch, I just have YouTube on because that's where my main chat is. But multi-stream, I get to see the Twitch comments too. I found the video. That time I beat AEW's Marco Stunt. Okay, yeah, that's the name of the video. So yeah, if you guys want to go see me and Marco Stunt collabing, or me beating Marco Stunt, that's the name of the video. Actually, throw the link on the Twitch chat. It should let you. I don't think you should be getting banned or anything for throwing links on here. But no, once again, it was a great show. I held it in very high regards. So after that show, I went to spring break again last year for our spring break because it was ran by Ricky Shane Page. Which that show was not as great as the first one, but it was still a really fun show. So it's almost traditional for me. If I'm going to WrestleMania weekend, I gotta go to spring break. Now they haven't announced when spring break has happened. They haven't announced when the tickets go on sale. So I hope they announce that soon because I'm trying to get front row seats, and those seats, spring break sells out fucking quickly, bro. Like I remember when Logan told me about the first spring break 2 years ago. It sold out almost instantly, and I couldn't get tickets. The only way I got a ticket is because Logan basically was able to get me a ticket. That was really the only way I got into that show. Nightmare Before WrestleMania. I don't know what is Nightmare Before WrestleMania. What is that supposed to be? What is this? Ghouls Night Out, The Nightmare Before WrestleMania. Live music, burlesque, and lucha libre. Interesting. Dark arts and entertainment, the Super Beast training compound. Interesting. Alright, we got WrestleCon Super Show. So this is happening at the same time as spring break, which I will have a hard time deciding because I'm going to spring break. So right after spring break is For the Culture, which I think I'm going to as well. I know for a fact I'm probably going to it. Like, I mean, black show, black talent, fucking brown skin, melanin running through. I gotta go to For the Culture. What I'm not a fan of, though, I'm not a fan of the fact that spring break ends and then For the Culture starts. Like basically, you're asking me to sit and watch wrestling for like 7 hours because like spring break is from 8 to 11 because they gotta take an hour to take apart the ring, put in a new mat. So like basically 8 to 11. And then probably midnight to like fucking 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. I get back at like 4 a.m. Like, I'm not vibing with that. I might still have to decide on that one because I don't know if I really want to get back to my Airbnb at like 4 a.m. I don't know how I feel about that. But Friday, there's Smackdown. No, damn, I'm not going to no damn Smackdown. ZPW, never heard of ZPW. What is ZPW? What is that? Zelo Pro Dallas. Okay, we got Jordan Grace as the champion. Hornswoggle and Chelsea Green. Is that what's her name? What's her name? Shazza McKenzie. I think it's Shazza McKenzie. I don't know who the other people are, but I guess it looks promising enough. New Japan Pro Wrestling's holding a show on Friday. Probably not going to it. Ring of Honor. Oh yes, this is Ring of Honor Supercard, right? I think this is Ring of Honor Supercard. Supercard of Honor. That's what it is. Supercard of Honor. I might do Supercard of Honor. I might do Supercard of Honor. Let me see what seats are available. Hold on, let me make sure my card information is about to come up, because that would not be good. Well, for the most part, looks like there's plenty of seats left. Whoops. Looks like there's plenty of seats left, honestly. Well, looks like all the first row is gone. Well, they sold some. That's good. It's not completely, like, filled to the brim. But there's still some seats left. Like, if I wanted to buy this ticket right here, $70. That's actually a good buy. $70 to sit at the second row, right near the stage. I could fuck with that. I don't really mess with Ring of Honor that heavy to be wanting to buy a $70 seat, but I don't know. Maybe. We have Zoa Live, DFW All Pro. This one I'm really curious about. World on Lucha. I am really curious about this show because we get to see a lot of Lucha Libre talent showcased. And I am a sucker for spot monkeys at time. I'm a sucker for Lucha Libres. I said spot monkeys. I'm sorry. Did not mean it like that. I am a sucker for high-flying, aerialistic action. I'm a sucker for it. Not all the time, but most times I am. Impact Wrestling, probably not. Spring Break, see, I'm not going to Spring Break Night 2. Because the Spring Break Night 2 is normally the clusterfuck, and I'm not a fan of the clusterfuck. The clusterfuck is basically Joey Janela's version of a Warrior Rumble, which is extremely goofy. And the last one they had, which was last year, was egregiously long and unnecessarily long. And I feel like that traumatized me to the point where I don't even want to go to any more clusterfucks. So I'm glad they separated night 1, night 2, because I'm probably only going to night 1. Probably only doing night 1. Let's see. Then there's RCW, Mission Pro. Mission Pro, I think, is owned by Thunder Rosa, which is cool. What else they got? They got Hybrid Pro, WrestleMania Night 1. Welcome to my... Let's see WrestleMania tickets. What do these ticket prices look like? What do WrestleMania ticket prices look like? I'm curious. So, near the stage is about $614. That seems about fair for WrestleMania. Looking about $1,400 for right near the ring, basically. A few rows back. Look at this. Section A, row 1. Basically, you're right at the barricade. $10,000. My fucking ass. Now, it's a resale ticket. So that's probably why it's so damn expensive. But still, my fucking ass. Ain't no way, boy. Ain't no motherfucking way, boy. Up here, in this section, looks like you're into 200, 300. What about upper section? 296. Up here. 181. Pile of corner seats. 144. I mean, of course, it gets less expensive the higher you go. I mean, at this point, why are you even at WrestleMania, bro? At this point, why are you even at WrestleMania? Like, why would you pay all this money to fly out, get a hotel, spend all that money, and then you spend basically $100 just to basically have binoculars and fucking look at the action? Or you spend the entire show looking up at a monitor the entire time. Like, who wants to spend that money doing all that just to look at a fucking monitor? If you go to WrestleMania, you might as well pay like $300-$400 to get a good seat. And I think this is the box seats, right? This is the box office. Oh no, those that's a whole section. Where's the luxury sheets? Where's the luxury boxes at? Oh, the luxury boxes all taken? Is that what you're telling me? Probably not. There's probably still some mix in there. I don't know. I don't know. I'm probably not going to WrestleMania. I'm probably not going. Like, it says this here. I'm probably not going. I just don't care enough about WWE to want to go. You know, here's the thing. If I go to WrestleMania, it is solely just to scratch it off my bucket list at this point. It is solely to say I went to WrestleMania. And that's it. It would be solely just to say I went to WrestleMania. Which I feel like I probably should just do next year because WrestleMania is in LA and I've been wanting to go back to LA. It would be kind of cool to go to LA and do the WrestleMania. If WrestleMania is supposed to be one night next year as opposed to, you feel this obligation to do 2 nights of WrestleMania, I think I might just end up doing it next year instead of this year. Not that I feel like next year's going to have a different or better card because it probably will end up being like Roman and fucking Brock for like the 17th time. But anyway. WrestleMania Night 2 is probably same price. And then Raw. Ugh. Y'all want to go to Raw? Got some non-wrestling events. WrestleCon. I think I might do WrestleCon. I've never actually done WrestleCon before. I mean, I think the best convention I ever went to was AEW Double or Nothing weekend. What was it? Starrcast? Starrcast was awesome. If WrestleCon is anything like Starrcast 2, I'm down for it. I'm down. But we'll see. It's Friday, 9 to 5, basically. 9 to 5 on Friday. What's happening on Friday? Word on Lucha's at 8. And then ROH is at 7. So even if I was like, I want to go to a wrestling show, the wrestling shows I want to go to are after it's over. So I probably could do WrestleCon this year. Yo, what's up, man? Gresham versus Bandito should be good. It should be. Plenty of seats left because people waiting for a full card to be announced. Exactly. I'm still waiting for AEW in Cali. You might be waiting a long time for that one. Want to go to WrestleMania front row? Just give up your kidney. It ain't worth it, bro. It really ain't. I wouldn't go to Mania unless it's a quick road trip. At least current day WWE. Like I said, bro. I don't think it's worth it to go. But Johnny Burney, I think you recommended earlier that we look at Plana Productions video. So let's look at Plana, our good old friend Plana Productions. What do you put? How to book the perfect WrestleMania 38 card. All right, guys, are you guys ready? Are you guys ready to know how to book the perfect 10 out of 10 WrestleMania card? I'm very much looking forward to see what this card looks like, because I don't always agree with this opinion. I would say maybe 7 times out of 10 I don't agree with Planet Production here. We'll see how this card looks. Right now the thumbnail looks like Roman versus Brock versus Seth, which I already don't agree with. The better option would be to not do any of these 3 motherfuckers in the main event and do something different, but that'd be me. All right, let's see what he got.
I thought it was a good time to talk about the perfect WrestleMania 38 match card that I came up with.
Guys, let me know the audio levels are.
WWE went with this card. I can guarantee that it would be one of, if not the best WrestleManias of all time, but I might be a little biased. At WWE, if you guys want,
I might be a little biased. Okay.
you can go ahead and take this match card. I'm totally fine with it. Anyways, let's get right.
Let's see what he got.
We're going to start things off with the first night of WrestleMania, since WWE will be using the 2-night format, which I love, by the way.
I think it's been over exemplified now. Like, I feel like every other show there's 2 nights. I want to go back to one definitive night. That way, A, I don't have to spend much money, and B, you know for sure they're gonna load up that card because it's only one night supposed to be. Got to stretch it out and try to think and try to like make things work for 2 different nights. Like, I feel like if you put it into one show, yeah, it's gonna be longer, but it's more likely to be a better show because there's so much more to gain because they have to put all that star power on one show. Does some people get left off? Maybe they do, but you have a pre-show for that reason. A 2-hour pre-show, mind you, for that reason. That, mind you, you don't have to attend, by the way. A lot of people will be like, oh, WrestleMania was 7-8 hours long. I don't know why. Nigga, who told you to watch the fucking pre-show? Almost butt fuck happens in a pre-show. Well, who, like, y'all be setting yourselves up sometimes, I feel like. People be trying to complain. It's like, you who told you to watch the pre-show in the first place? All right, what do you recommend?
Start off WrestleMania, we're going to have a match for the women tag team titles featuring 2 of the best.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I low-key... Oh. Bro, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I low-key forgot about the women's tag team championships. I didn't even know they exist. Who's the tag team champions right now? Who are the women's tag team champions? I almost forgot those titles existed. Who are the tag team champions right now, guys? Isn't it like... well, it's not Rhea and Nikki Ash anymore because they broke up. I don't know who the tag team champions are, honestly and truly. I mean, I know for sure it ain't Sasha and Bailey, because 1, Bailey's injured, and 2, Sasha's not holding belts. So yeah, I know it's not them. So I don't know how we get to that point. Carmella and Zelina? Oh yeah, I definitely didn't know that. Thank you for letting me know.
Best current female wrestlers, as well as 2 women goats in the business. I'm fully aware that Bailey,
the woman goats he was talking about, Sasha and Bailey,
is still injured, but I do have a feeling that she will be back soon and will most likely have a match at WrestleMania. I'm also aware that Carmella and Zelina Vega are the women's tag team champs, but to be honest, they aren't the best. Therefore, the WWE is going to have to act quickly and have Sasha Banks and Bailey win those belts.
You know what I always find interesting? How people say WWE. Like, I feel like it's always very interesting to hear how different people say it. Because depending on accents and dialect and where they're from, you always get different iterations. Like, people who roll their W's like WWE, like Michael calls like WWE, or I say like pretty fast, say like WWE. Some people say like the WWE. I don't know why. I just find it very interesting how people say that word. Odd. I just find that interesting.
I know that Sasha and Bailey had beef the last time we saw them on TV, but they're like a toxic couple who always get into fights. And
oh, wait a minute, hold on. I thought they were feuding. Well, not feuding anymore, but I thought they already feuded with each other. Why would they be brought back together? Like, what? Well, hold on. What is Sasha anyway? Is she a babyface? Is she a heel? Like, what is she? Sasha's just Sasha at this point, right? Sasha's just Sasha, I feel like. I could never get down what she's supposed to be. She feuds with like everybody. And Bailey, I know Bailey's a heel, but they could easily turn Bailey babyface when she comes back. Like, if she would have returned at the Rumble, she would have got a great pop. But it depends. I mean, if they team up, I'm not mad because they're a really good tag team. But I feel like you can't just keep flip flop between they're a team, they're feuding, they're a team, like you shouldn't flip flop between that. Like if they feud, give them some time apart for like a few more years, and then maybe bring them back together. Because that match was like what, maybe a year ago, the last Sasha Bailey match. Great, but I'm pretty sure the last Sasha Bailey match is a year ago. So I don't know, buddy. Might be too soon.
And eventually get back together. That is the nature of their relationship.
Well, I guess you just explained what I was saying.
Once they have the belts, they should antagonize Lita, telling her she could never be the tag team champion because nobody likes her and she's just old and washed up and has no more friends. And that is when you insert her best friend. There you go. You got a dream match. And after this match, I would even take it a step further and book singles matches between Lita and Bayley as well as Sasha and Trish, maybe for SummerSlam. The next
I'm not mad at the tag team. You know what? I would even say I think the tag team match is a good idea. I'm here for Sasha and Bayley versus Trish and Lita. As far as extending it out, I don't think you got to do all that. I think the one-off tag team match is perfectly fine. And then Sasha and Lita can go back to what they were doing. Because if you start going and relying back on Trish and Lita, then you're not really taking steps forward in the women's division. You're taking steps backwards. So do the match. Put Bayley and Sasha over because Lita and Trish really have no business winning. And then boom, move on. But yeah, we got Kevin Owens versus
next
Finn
bout
Balor.
on the show is going to be Kevin Owens wrestling Finn Balor. These two have had beef
Mason
since
Robinson,
the
what's
days
up, bro?
of NXT, and since Kevin Owens is now a heel, you could easily write up some sort of storyline to have these two guys feuding once again. I don't really have any.
You know, it's incredible. I used to be a really big fan of both of these men, especially Kevin Owens. When Kevin Owens was in NXT in 2015, I was a humongous Kevin Owens fan. Like, he was probably the main, not the main, because there was a lot of reasons I watched NXT, but I would say maybe the number one reason I watched the NXT in mid 2015 was the Kevin Owens character. Me and my grandfather loved Kevin Owens. Finn Balor was great too. Finn Balor was great. He was doing this shit in 2015 and onwards, but Kevin Owens is awesome. And I feel like now that he's gone to the main roster and he's already feuded with just about everybody now. Kevin Owens has been a main player in WWE for 8 years, which is hard to think about, but really, 8 years. That is crazy, bro. That is crazy. 8 years. Is my math right? I feel like my math's not mathing. No, 6 years. 6 years. But Finn Balor, like you name it, I feel like he's feuded with everybody. Can y'all name me somebody Kevin Owens is not feuded with on the main roster? And don't say like Madcap Moss or some mid card. I'm talking about like main stars. Has he feuded with anybody or not feuded with anybody? Why we watching Plan Productions? It was recommended to us by Johnny Burney earlier in the chat. And today's a Sunday stream, so we don't really have a script. We just kind of doing shit. We doing this, and then we're probably gonna do some tier lists.
Anything too important to say about this one? I
loved Kevin in NXT, but Sami took it to another level there. Sami in NXT was probably, in my opinion, one of the best babyface runs in all of WWE history. But nobody really likes to talk about it because his short-lived run as NXT champion. But yeah, Sami Zayn NXT run was almost untouchable. The only thing that came close was Bayley's run.
I just feel like both men should be on the WrestleMania match card and they would have a fantastic match together. So why not?
Drew, Randy, Brock. Drew and Kevin doesn't sound bad. I could fuck with Drew and Kevin. I feel like Kevin and Randy feuded already, though. Kevin and Randy? Did they not have a feud already? Y'all would know better than me. I don't watch this shit. Brock Lesnar and Kevin, I mean, I'm talking about like an actual feud, bro. Not like, oh, we're going to do a one match and then Brock beats Kevin in like 3 minutes. Like a full-fledged feud that you can get like 2 or 3 shows out of. 2-3 pay-per-views out of, you know?
Make it happen. After that match, Big E is going to take...
Now, why the fuck do you want Goldberg to go in there and squash Big E? Like, I've been seeing this idea on Twitter for like a week, and I don't like it because I don't understand why people think that Goldberg is going to come in here and lose to Roman and Big E. That's not going to happen. If Goldberg loses to Roman, which he will, at Elimination Chamber, he's going to beat whoever he faces at WrestleMania. Because Goldberg's not going out on his back. He's not. He's just not, bro. That motherfucker might go out on a gurney, but it's going to be facing up with his back to the sky. He is not going out on his back. I trust you that. So, yeah. I like Big E, and I don't want to see him get squashed, so I don't like this match.
Returning Goldberg. I know that some of you might not really like this match because the IWC despises Goldberg, but it's not a bad idea because the general audience loves him. You can't just book a card that would please one group of fans. It's important to deliver for all different types of audiences that the WWE has attracted over the years. Big E can also...
I mean, I'm not saying that Goldberg is an attraction, but yeah, I just want to see the black man get squashed. This Goldberg versus Big E idea gotta be racist. Yeah, he just wants to see a black man get squashed. During Black History Month, y'all really want to see a black man get squashed during Black History Month? I can't with y'all.
Also really benefit from having a major singles WrestleMania match.
Okay, there's a difference between benefiting from being in the same ring as somebody, and then like you have a match with somebody, and then you get squashed, and then that's it. Big E's not going in there and having a competitive 7-minute, technically sound match with William Goldberg in 2022, bro. It's just not happening. He might get a clothesline and a fucking shoulder block in, but I guarantee you Goldberg hits 3 spears and a jackhammer, and then that's fucking it. It's a wrap for Big E if that match happens.
The only one that I can recall is the fight against Apollo Crews, and I wouldn't even say that is too major because it lasted 5 minutes.
I almost forgot Big E and Apollo Crews had a match at WrestleMania last year. That match was almost so insignificant. Oh my god.
And it was short. I think a quick and chaotic match that
Racially
gives
motivated
Big E
match,
victory
damn
would
right.
be good for him, and I would want to see it happen. In the next bout, Damian Priest is going to defend his U.S. Championship against Bobby Lashley, Austin Theory, and The Miz in a fatal 4-way match.
Damn, my man has no faith in Bobby Lashley winning. No faith in Bobby Lashley winning that Elimination Chamber match, I see. RIP. R.I.P. Wait a minute, hold on. Who's the WWE champion right now? It's Bobby Lashley, right? Man, why did Bobby have to lose Elimination Chamber for that to happen? I feel like Bobby Lashley had to lose. I'm kind of hoping he doesn't. So that way, this match doesn't happen. Let's insert Brock in here. Let's do Damian Priest versus Austin Theory versus The Miz versus Brock Lesnar. I'm here for that fatal 4-way. Brock's really good at fatal 4-ways. All he has to do is come in there, get his ass kicked, sit out for 10 minutes, and then come back in and win. Not a bad idea to me.
This may seem a little odd considering that Bobby Lashley is the WWE champion right now, but you'll see the plans I have for that title. After losing his belt, Lashley decides to chase after the US title because he was a pretty dominant champion when he was holding that championship, and he wants more gold around his waist. Austin Theory gets inserted into the match directly from Vince McMahon and the segments that those two have. The Miz gets in the title picture because he feels like he deserves a title opportunity since he's been the dark horse of the company for quite some time now. This seems like a fun match that would elevate the prestige of that title. AJ Styles should win the WWE Championship at Elimination Chamber.
Okay. I mean, I'm not mad at that, but okay.
Because Bobby Lashley doesn't really need the belt.
What? Okay.
It's time to make things fresh, and AJ would be the perfect champion because he hasn't been the top champion since...
Now, wait a minute. You talking about some AJ versus Edge for the WWE Championship. If the idea is to put the championship on Edge, then what's the whole point of AJ winning the shit in the first place? You can do AJ versus Edge and not be for the WWE Championship. The match sells itself. AJ Styles versus Edge sells itself. It does not need a WWE Championship. So if the purpose is to put the title on Edge, then that makes no sense. However, if AJ goes over Edge, that's fine. Then you kind of ask yourself, like, oh, well, what do we put Edge in here for? It's like, oh, no. That's an interesting match. I feel like it doesn't need the WWE Championship to happen, though.
Things fresh.
Not hating on the match. However, I would take the WWE Championship out the picture.
And AJ would be the perfect champion because he hasn't been the top champion
El Plana, be nice.
since 2019. As for his opponent, it should be Edge. This is the dream match we all want to see. And adding the WWE Championship to it can raise the stakes and make people care
Wait, what did he say?
to see. And adding the WWE Championship to it can raise the stakes.
I thought he said racist takes. I said, what the fuck? I thought he said racist takes. I was like, oh, shit. Well, you did bring up you wanted Biggie to get squashed by Goldberg, so that is a racist take. But anyway, he says raise the stakes. I just have hard hearing. I'm sorry.
And make people care even more about the match. The WWE title deserves to have a dream match around it, and Edge versus AJ is the best match.
It's so hard. Guys, if I keep pausing, it's because A, I'm reading the comments, and B, when it comes to copywritten content, I do have to pause throughout this video and critique it for fair use. So if I do pause throughout, that is why. Fair use. It is so odd how Edge has beaten Miz and Rollins and then go straight to a title picture. I mean, it's not odd. It makes sense. It makes sense. I mean, you beat big dogs, you get big opportunities. Edge is the ultimate opportunist. Now, do you think he should be getting opportunities in this current run? That's definitely up to you. I mean, I wouldn't be mad if Edge had a run as WWE champion. You wouldn't see me complaining about it. I don't think he needs it, though. I don't think he needs it. However, I wouldn't be mad if it happened. I wouldn't want to see him beat AJ Styles for it, though. I feel like that's not necessary, personally. He literally said he wants Big E to beat Goldberg. And I know he wants Big E to beat Goldberg, and I said that is 100% not going to happen. But we can all dream, I guess.
Match that would accomplish that. Either Edge or AJ can win. I don't really care. The ending doesn't matter too much. It's all about the journey that I want to see. The second to last match of the first night of WrestleMania should be the Usos versus the Bar for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. I feel like the Usos need formidable challengers, and their title reign has been a little lackluster because of not having great opponents. And with Cesaro and Sheamus pretty much not doing anything too meaningful, I think it's a good idea to have these two reunite, even if it's for a little bit. Cesaro and Sheamus work really well together, and it could be fun seeing them work side by side once again. At least this is what I would want to see. And the main event of night one on this
Plana, I was low key messing with this. I was low key messing with this match card up until you said the main event, bro. But okay.
perfect match card is Charlotte Flair versus Ronda Rousey for the SmackDown Women's Championship. This was already announced in
Boo. L. All right, Julian. I'll allow you to do an L in the chat.
real life, so good job WWE. At first, I wanted to see Becky versus Ronda, but I think that Bianca's momentum is too important to push it to the side. Ronda versus Becky.
You know what? Now that I think about it, I'm actually kind of glad we're not getting Becky versus Ronda Rousey. And here's why I say that. So when we were originally getting Becky and Ronda in like 2018, Becky was the man. The man gimmick was like a badass female character that took no shit and went straight at people. It was a perfect matchup for Ronda Rousey, I felt like. But now we have big time Bex. And from what I've seen, big time Bex is nothing close to the man. I don't watch her promos. I don't know how similar or different they are. But the fucking attire she wears is nothing like the man would wear. And nothing like the man would act. So if we can't get badass Becky from like a month going into WrestleMania, at that point I really don't even want it. I don't want to see Becky running from Ronda. I don't want to see Becky ducking and dodging. I don't want to see Becky dressing like a what is she, the Shakespearean or something. Like I want to see So like, you know what, now that I think about it, maybe Ronda versus Charlotte is for the better, because those two match made in mid-card heaven, maybe? I don't know.
Wait for WrestleMania 39. I'm down to see Charlotte and Ronda battle it out as long as Ronda wins the belt and eventually drops it to Sasha Banks. That would make me very happy. And now
I'm not mad at that idea. I'm not mad at Ronda dropping it to Sasha. I don't hate that.
it's time to jump into the second night of WrestleMania 38. To kick things off on the second night, we're going to have a ladder match for the tag team titles between the Mysterios, the Street Profits, and of course the champions, the Alpha Academy.
I feel like it's become this annual thing since WrestleMania 33 that we have to do a tag team ladder match. I feel like it's becoming an annual thing now. I don't hate that idea. I mean, you have Montez Ford in here. How can you not do a ladder match? So, you know what? I don't hate that idea. Now, everybody in this picture have been tag team champions. I'm pretty sure the Mysterios were tag team champions already. They won it at like SummerSlam last year. And then the Street Profits are already tag team champions, so there is no real big story there. However, I wouldn't be opposed to seeing the Street Profits win it again. I'm here for this match. I'm here for it. I'm here for this match. This is one of the very few matches he's made that I don't disagree with.
Could deliver one fantastic opener to the second night. I imagine that Montez Ford and a ladder would be a dangerous mix because of his athletic ability and his hops.
Sir.
Following that match is going to be Alexa Bliss
Yeah, now this one I already know about.
versus Liv Morgan. I don't know why, but for some reason
I don't know why either, bro.
want to watch these two have a feud and match for WrestleMania season. I don't know. I can't explain it, but I do. If WWE wants,
Like, both of their gimmicks are, like, immature. Like, I don't know. Like, Alexa Bliss, I don't know if she's going back into her regular character, but, like, Fiend Alexa Bliss has always been weird to me. Always weird, especially without the Fiend there. And then Liv Morgan, her gimmick, I don't know, her gimmick is very hard to describe. I don't know. I feel like the feud itself would just be weird. I don't know about
to
it.
build Liv Morgan into the star that she is, they're going to have to book her strong.
Switch out Dominic with Bad Bunny, though. Oh, 100%. Actually, you know what? Don't do that. Bad Bunny deserves better than a tag team match. Bad Bunny deserves a singles match against Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship, in my opinion.
And make her have important
If that's not the main event of night 2 for this video, it's a dislike immediately.
matches. A match with Alexa Bliss at
An
WrestleMania
immediate
could do
dislike.
wonders for her career. Liv Morgan should definitely pick up the victory for this one if they do have a match. After that, Shinsuke Nakamura is going to defend his IC championship against Sami Zayn.
You know, I don't hate this match because they have had a great match before. I do realize they're not going to have the same level as their Dallas match, their TakeOver Dallas match. You know, actually, that's kind of a perfect full circle. They had their first match at TakeOver Dallas, and now they're having an IC championship match in Dallas. That makes sense. That makes sense. Makes sense to me.
And I find it kind of funny and ironic how I created this match card a few days ago, only to find out that WWE is actually booking this match, but for SmackDown in 2 weeks. That I don't really understand why that's happening. I don't get the reason behind having this match on a SmackDown in February rather than keeping it for WrestleMania. Like, what is the purpose of that? Save it for WrestleMania and allow these two to recreate the magic from their
Bad Bunny versus the Bunny. I should ban you from my chat for even recommending the Bunny be in any match.
first match together in NXT.
The Bunny is terrible. Never.
The next match is going to be Matt Riddle versus Randy Orton.
Okay, have they even started to hint at possibly feuding going into WrestleMania? Have they even started hinting at that? I feel like they've been a team this entire time. And I don't hate Team RK Bro at all. But I feel like if you were going to start off the feud for this match, shouldn't you have started it at the Royal Rumble? I feel it will feel kind of late and almost hot-shotted to start it now or next week. To me, at least. You know what? Maybe it's not. You have a whole month. You have a month of February and a month of March. Maybe it's not too late. Maybe it's not too late. I don't know what y'all think. Is it too late? Should they have started it? Should they not do it at all? Berkeley Regan says nope. I'm not saying I don't want to see the match. I'm not saying that at all. I just feel like, I don't know. You know what? Alright, fuck it. It's WrestleMania. Do it.
I think Randy Orton and Matt Riddle have had one of the most entertaining runs in Raw over the last 6 months. Despite this, though,
I
it's
am mildly
probably time
entertained
for these
anytime
two
I
to
see
move
them.
on into new programs because you don't want to keep them together for too long to the point where people get bored of them. It seems like it is time for them to face off, and WrestleMania 38 is the perfect.
Now, the question is, when they face off, who wins? I think it should be Matt Riddle. I mean, Randy Orton is already a made man. He don't need to be winning the match. I think it should be Matt Riddle. And plus, if they have a match at WrestleMania, it won't be the only one. They'll have a match at Backlash, or WrestleMania Backlash. Then I'll have a match at Extreme Rules. So, it's like, it's not going to be their only match. I'm sure WrestleMania will be just the start of their feud. So, if that's even the case, Matt Riddle should win it.
Big show for these two to battle it out in. Randy Orton would probably be the one to turn heel on Matt Riddle. And honestly, a win.
I can't even see Matt Riddle turning heel. Like, what does a heel Matt Riddle even look like? I've never seen Matt Riddle as a heel, and I don't want to know what that looks like. It sounds very odd.
Over Randy Orton can be huge for Matt Riddle and his future. Next up is Bianca Belair getting her rematch against Becky Lynch for the Raw Women's Championship.
Okay, I've been seeing this match floated for literally months. Okay, if we're doing this, obviously Bianca wins. Okay. Okay.
on the line.
I was gonna try to add something else to it, but I'm like, you know what? I'm not even gonna add anything else to it. As long as Bianca wins, I'm fine.
As I said earlier, Bianca Belair's momentum is far more important than Becky Lynch versus Ronda Rousey right now. I know WWE booked Ronda versus Charlotte because they want Flair to be the most decorated woman of all time, but the real takeaway is that Bianca is WWE's next superstar and she must have a great and important role at WrestleMania. Therefore, she should fight Becky and win back her championship, getting her revenge. Drew McIntyre versus John Cena.
Where did this come out? This came out of thin air. What the hell? This seems like a WWE 2K22 randomized match. Okay. I mean, that's not going to happen, but we can all dream.
Would only make this match card even better. This is obviously assuming that John Cena has the time to make WrestleMania.
You know damn well you ain't making no damn WrestleMania, bro. Come on.
With this very busy schedule, Drew McIntyre needs a big time opponent, and what bigger name is there than John Cena? It is a
that big time opponent is Happy Corbin, bro. Come on, get with the program.
rematch we've wanted to see for quite some time now, and I hope it can happen soon. And by soon, I mean WrestleMania 38. If Cena is not able to make it to the show, I would like to see Drew McIntyre wrestle someone like LA Knight, or maybe even finish the feud with Happy Corbin.
Yeah.
And the main event of the show should be Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar versus Seth Rollins for the Universal Championship. After the Royal Rumble, this match makes a lot of sense. Roman Reigns screwed both Rollins and Lesnar out of their matches at the pay-per-view. They both want a rematch, and so they get it. They both get their rematch at WrestleMania for the Universal Championship. Adding Seth Rollins to this match would make it so much better. It's the match that took place 7 years ago, technically speaking, when Seth Rollins cashed into the Money in the Bank briefcase. I say let's run it back.
Go back to the well because you have no stars to book. That makes perfect sense. I dislike the video because there's no Bad Bunny on this show at all. That's the reason why I disliked it. I'll be nice. I'll take it back because y'all gonna try to start shit like, oh my god, suplex this like Palm Product. Like y'all gonna try, somebody gonna try to start shit. So I ain't gonna even do all that. Anyway, let's do a tier list since we're here. WWE has a whole category for tier lists, don't they? I feel like WWE has its own category. It does. Wrestling. What kind of wrestling tier list do we have? For Plana production standards, this card is pretty good. I mean, I didn't hate most of it. Let's see. We got best wrestlers of all time. WWE Championship 2009 to 2019. WWE theme songs all time. Best wrestlers of all time. Guys, what tier list should we do? The Stardom. Ooh, let's do the Stardom roster. I've never done a Stardom tier list. I'm here for this. Let's do the Stardom roster. Hey, so we got S, A, B, C, and D. So obviously S is like GOAT tier, and then D is like, I don't know, I guess they're terrible, shitty wrestlers. I guess they're all shitty wrestlers. Azumi. Oh, okay, so Azumi, you know, if I'm being biased here, Azumi with the S, because Azumi's just that damn talented, but I'm going to give Azumi an A. I'll give Azumi a... Oh, everybody's saying different fucking things now. Hold on. Do y'all not want to see Stardom at all? Okay, I guess no one wants to see Stardom, because nobody said Stardom at all. WWE belts, AEW roster, theme songs. Wait a minute now. Hold on. Hold on a second, player. Let's do a... Let's do a... What's it called? Let's do a vote. Put it to a vote real quick. And see which one y'all want to see most. Because I just saw 3 different things float up. Talented, but I'm going to get... Let's play it to a vote. Which tier list should we do? What was it? What did we say? What did I see? Theme, songs. Now Space Pegasus says Stardom. Alright, Stardom. Add option. WWE belts. And AEW roster. Alright. Everybody go exercise your right to vote. If you're on Twitch, hover over to the YouTube stream and go vote, and then go back to the Twitch stream. Because there is no option to vote on Twitch. Actually, you know what there is? There's an option to vote on Twitch. What am I talking about? Yes, there is. But then I have to make a whole separate one for the Twitch chat. Just go over to the YouTube chat and vote. It makes it so much easier. Anyways, while we wait for this list to kind of finish out with the votings, how are we all doing today, chat? Has everyone in the chat already seen Michael Oku versus Will Ospreay, and I'm the only person who hasn't seen it yet? Is that what we're talking about? Are we talking about how Suplex is backed up on his wrestling, and he needs to catch the fuck up? I think that's probably what we're all talking about here. I see we're down to 6 people watching, and there's 5 votes, so that's probably the maxed out, which means that the winner looks to be the AEW roster tier list. How did I not know that was going to win? How did I not know the AEW roster tier list was going to win? The only reason I really was not even crazy about doing this is because I feel like every YouTuber ever has done an AEW roster tier list. But I'll do one. Why not? Let me make sure I'm getting an up-to-date roster. Well, what am I rating this roster based off of? Favoritism? Work rates? Like, what is it based off of? Is there a 2022 AEW 2022 roster? How about this? There's probably 100 fucking people on here. Look how big this fucking list is. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. This is a big-ass roster. This is going to be the cut list. If you end up here, you're getting cut. Getting cut. Nah, that's terrible. Let's not do that. Literally don't know. I don't want to get heat. I'll get heat if I say this person should be cut. What am I basing off of? Am I basing it off of work rates or what? In-ring ability? Oh, that's fairly easy. Overall, we'll do it. Okay, so this is an alphabetical order. I wish I could randomize it because alphabetical order is kind of corny. Can I change the, well, ooh, not like that. Never mind. Back up. Can I change the order? This is whack. I don't want to do alphabetical order. I guess we'll go alphabetical order then, whatever. We'll just start off with Aaron Solo and end with Yuka Sakazaki. How much you like? We'll go by, I don't know what we're gonna go by. Aaron Solo. I'm gonna put Aaron Solo in D. He's almost one of the most. He's part of one of the most irrelevant factions in AEW, and that is the Nightmare Factory. It's like he, Nick Camarado, and what's the other guy? Anthony Ogogo. They were only paired together just to give QT Marshall people to have on TV and to give him something to do. I felt like that's their only purpose. Solely just to have stuff and things for QT Marshall to do and say, which is just a waste to me. Oh, well, complete waste. Abaddon, she's going in D as well. I feel like Abaddon as a character, I think she has potential, but as a wrestler, she's just bad. Like she's just no bueno as a wrestler. She's no bueno, and she has time to get better, of course. But like, Adam Cole, gotta be an A, gotta be a great A. I will want to put him in S really badly, but his tenure in AEW has not been that long. So I'm going to put him in A. Hangman Adam Page, most definitely an S. AEW champion. He's been there since the start. He's had a long-term story. Great wrestler, great character. Definitely S tier. 22 Killer Croc. What's your question, bro? It's not an updated list. This roster's not updated. Is it not? Well, Page is the champion. Shouldn't it be updated? It says 1/6/22. Who would I be missing? I feel like the only person we'd be missing is Danhausen, right? I feel like the only person we would be missing would be Danhausen. Which we really don't need to rank Danhausen because Danhausen isn't signed. How was your day? My day was fine. Very busy, but it was fine. Alan Angels. No. Guys, if we're only missing Danhausen, then this list is actually fine. I'm pretty sure the only person we're missing is Danhausen, so it's fine. Alan Angels, yeah, I agree. Alan Angels is like a C. Like, he's fine. He's fine. Alex Reynolds is probably going to be a D. And I only say a D because like I feel I'll move him to C. He's a C. He's fairly good, but he's like one of the most irrelevant and weakest links of the Dark Order. Like him pairing with John Silver is great for him because John Silver really complements him well. I feel like they have great tag team chemistry. John Silver is the most entertaining act of the Dark Order. And if he were not teaming with Alex Reynolds would probably not even be on TV, let's just be honest. So yeah, he's in C. Andrade El Idolo. Andrade's going in B. Like, let's just be for real. Yeah, let's just be honest. Let's be real. I mean, Andrade is a tremendous wrestler, but we never see him fucking wrestle. He never wrestles, and he's barely in any storylines. And one storyline he's in is the one no one's going to fuck about because it's the Hardy family office. So yeah, B. I want to put him in C, but I feel like that's doing him no justice because he is a really good wrestler. So yeah, B. Angelico, he's going in D. The dude's barely on TV. He barely does shit. Anna Jay, she is going in B, C. No, she's going in C. Like, she's fine. She's a fine wrestler. Fine character. Her promos are not very good, though. Anthony Bowens, I think he goes in C. He does nothing. He really doesn't do much for me. Anthony Bowens, I feel like, is kind of just the guy who has muscles in the Acclaimed. Like, Max Caster makes the Acclaimed. He is the Acclaimed. And Anthony Bowens kind of just joins him to wrestle. That's how I feel about him. Anthony Ogogo, Mance came into AEW, lost to Cody and disappeared. Had eye surgery, and then he was gone. So, yeah, D. Austin Gunn, also a D. I don't see him often. When I do see him, his matches are not generally plentiful to look at. Billy Gunn, also a D. I have a lot of fucking Ds going on here. What the hell? Also a D. Andrade washed. Listen, man, I would have put Andrade in C, but I didn't want to do him that dirty. That's sad because Angelico's awesome. I would love to see him versus Danielson. Angelico's a good wrestler, but he's never on TV. Like, even when AEW first started, this bro was never featured on TV. I mean, when AEW first started, he was featured on TV more because they didn't have many tag teams. But when they started bringing in 2.0 and Top Flight and all these other tag teams, Jack Evans and Angelico just went the fuck off somewhere else. Like, I'm surprised they didn't get released or their contracts are not renewed yet. I'm shocked. And I'm not saying they should be, but I'm almost shocked they're still even on part of the roster, honestly. Because I'll be honest, if I was Tony Khan, I probably would have released them by now. Because it's like, I have no plans for you. We're not using you. Go to the indies or go to WWE and get used. Because my roster's full. I'm not using you. You probably want work. Let's work some now. I'll get you some bookings, and then I'll let you go. That's what I would do if I was Tony Khan, with at least Angelico and Jack Evans. Because I feel like they're way better than what they're being used as. Bobby Fish. Bobby. I want to put him in B really badly, but Adrani and Bobby are not on the same level, so he's going in B. He's going in C. Like, Bobby's fine. Maybe I should categorize it. Okay, S is like tremendous all round. A is like great. B is good. C is like meh, like tolerable, okay. I'm okay with seeing you on a show. D is like, I really don't care to see you at all. And then, like, I guess this is the okay, this will be please stay on dark, because I don't watch dark, and if you're on dark permanently, that means I won't ever see you, so that's fine by me. Okay, Brandy Rhodes, yep, perfect for you. Stay on dark. I don't want to ever see you wrestle a day of my life again. I am good never seeing Brandy talk or wrestle, so yeah, stay on dark. Brandon Cutler, I'm perfect. I'm fine. This category opened up because yeah, stay on dark as well. He compliments the Elite for the exact reason that toilet paper compliments shit. That sounded absolutely batshit fucking insulting, and I did not mean it that way. But Brandon Cutler almost serves no purpose to AEW other than to be the bag boy for the Elite. And I feel like he could have a better role if they really want to give him something, but he literally, that's all his role is. So yeah, stay on dark. Brian Cage, I ain't crazy about Bro. I've never been crazy about Bro. He's going in C. I think he's talented, but I've never been crazy about him. Brian Pillman Jr. also have never been crazy about him. He's fine. Britt Baker, she's going in S tier. She's carrying women's division. Brock Anderson, D. Like, I don't really even know what Brock Anderson really does. Wow. I'm noticing there's a lot of C and D's here, but this is very early on in the list. There's a lot more people to go, so we'll see how big this list gets. Bryan Danielson, obvious S. I should make this SW. Yeah, just W. These guys are perfect W's. We're going to turn back to S. S sounds more appropriate. Yeah, Bryan Danielson, he is, bar none, the greatest wrestler in AEW right now because Kenny Omega's injured. Brian Cage, D tier. I'm gonna keep him C because I don't mind seeing Brian Cage on TV, so I'm keeping him in C. The Bunny can stay on Dark. I really generally do not like seeing the Bunny wrestle. Period. Both Bunny and Brady, I do not like seeing them wrestle. Cash Wheeler, Mans is an A. Like Cash Wheeler and Dax Harwood are the backbone of the tag division in AEW. Like without a question. Chavo Guerrero, I barely see Bro, so you could just stay on Dark. Chris Jericho, he's B. Like he used to be great, but now he's almost in C, honestly. Like that team, I feel like if that team meeting segment on Dynamite this week isn't compelling at all, that motherfucker's moving to C. Like he's about to be, okay, you are tolerable on my TV right now. Because there is no point in the last few months where I've been like, God damn, I really miss Chris Jericho being main event scene. Has anybody had that thought in the last year or two? God damn. You know what the AEW division really need right now? You want to know what the world title scene means right now? It needs Chris Jericho. I don't think I've ever heard not one person say that in the last 2 years, bro. I'll be honest. I don't think I heard anybody ever say that lie. Maybe in 2019 and 2018, yeah, we were talking about that, but I know in 2020. Well, let me correct myself. By like the end of 2020, nobody was saying that. Because mid 2020, Jericho with the Inner Circle was actually perfectly fine. Christian Cage is going in. You know, fuck it. Jericho's going to see. I don't really care to see Jericho. Jericho's meh. He's fine. Because Christian Cage is going to be, and Christian Cage and Chris Jericho should not be in the same category. Because I actually am fine with seeing Christian Cage, Chris Jericho. It's like, Christopher Daniels is going in B, even though he doesn't wrestle like that. He's going in C. Chuck Taylor, I've never been crazy about Chuck Taylor. He's going in C. I think he's a good wrestler, and I don't mind seeing him on TV, but I'm not crazy about him. CM Punk, obviously. CM Punk is my all-time favorite, going in S. Obvious bias, I'm not even going to hold you. Cody Rhodes. Where do I put you, Cody? See, because I want to be really petty and put you on Please Stay on Dark, but I don't want to. That's just me being petty, so I'm not going to do that. Here's the thing. I used to ride the Cody. Actually, I didn't ride it. I was the conductor of the Cody Rhodes hate train for a long time. I've since mellowed out on my hatred for Cody Rhodes because I am almost just used to how he is. Like, this is who Cody Rhodes is. He does not have a distinct line between babyface and heel. It's just fucking Cody Rhodes. So that's just who he is. I've accepted it. So I feel like I gotta put him in B because at his best, I think Cody Rhodes is a really good. Actually, Cody Rhodes could be a great wrestler at his best. But the fact that Cody Rhodes I don't know what Cody Rhodes is, and I don't think Cody Rhodes even knows what he is. He can't be in A. So Cody Rhodes is in B. Colt Cabana, he can stay on Dark. I don't really care to see Colt Cabana like that. I don't have no hate towards Colt Cabana, but I don't care to see him. Colton Gunn, same thing. Stay on Dark. Daniel Garcia. This man, I'm going to put him in B. Daniel Garcia is a shit. Daniel Garcia, I want to see more Daniel Garcia. He used to be Mr. Rampage. This man was main event of Rampage like every other week, like a few months ago. I don't know what happened to him. Not the Chuck Taylor diss. I didn't diss Chuck Taylor. I'm just not crazy about, man. That's all. I'm just not crazy about. Recently, I've been liking Cody Rhodes. If Cody Rhodes goes out there and wrestles and that's it, all right, bro. I'm not mad at that. But when you go out there and you start main eventing shows and you winning championships and you just putting people down left and right, then I start not liking Cody Rhodes again. If Cody Rhodes is out there having fucking bangers and that's it, you ain't hearing a peep out of me, bro. Not a peep out of me. Dante Martin also going in the B tier. I would put him in A, but he doesn't wrestle enough. Like he has matches, I feel like ever so often on TV, but like when he does have matches, it's great, but it's ever so often. If I see him more, he'd be an A, but he's going to be. Darby is somewhere in between S and A. Like I could not imagine AEW without Darby Allin. I feel like he is that integral to the show. I know, fuck it. Darby's going to S. Darby's very integral to the AEW. He may not be AEW champion. He may not be a main eventer yet, and trust me, he will be a main eventer. But like, imagine the tag division without Darby and Sting. Imagine a TNT championship in 2020 without Darby Allin. Imagine some of these pay-per-views without Darby Allin. Imagine some of the best spots in AEW without Darby Allin. You can't, because that's how integral Darby Allin is. So he's going in S. Darius Martin, bro was not wrestling that long and then he got hurt. So honestly, he's going in C. So I don't really know what his full capabilities are. So he's going in C. Dax Harwood, he's going in A with Cash Wheeler, because as a tag team, they're the backbone of AEW. Dustin Rhodes, I'm going to put Mans in B, because when he does wrestle, he goes out there and he does his thing, and he is perfectly fine by me. He goes out there, he wrestles, he puts people over, and that's his role. He knows his role, and it is great. Eddie Kingston, motherfucker's going in S. Like, some of the best, he is, bar none, the best promo in AEW. Like, better than Punk, better than MJF, better than all of them. I believe Eddie Kingston is the best one, because he speaks like an actual fucking person does. He may speak like a specific person, a New Yorker, but he speaks like an actual person. Doesn't feel scripted. I'm not saying Punk and MJF do, but I feel like I'm listening to an actual person speak. And some of the best segments in AEW, actually, I feel like all the best segments in AEW always featured Eddie Kingston. Why? Because he's that damn great. I wish he would be used more in the main event scene instead of being used to put people over all the damn time. But other than that, no, Eddie Kingston's S. I mean, I feel like if Eddie Kingston wanted to go after, maybe not Heyman Page, maybe the next heel champion, let's say MJF beats Heyman Page. If y'all wanted to run MJF versus Eddie Kingston on Dynamite, who the fuck's gonna be mad at that, bro? Nobody. Emi Sakura is so awesome. I love Emi. But Emi's probably going in B. I want to put her A really badly, but Emi is going in B. And only because she's not seen enough. If we saw more of her, I'd put her in A. Ethan Page, I'll put him in B. Anytime I see him, he's really good. Evil Uno was really good as well. I just wished I saw more of him. And when I do see more of him, he's like, is he B? He's B. Frank Kazarian, I've never really cared to see Frank Kazarian wrestle. He's going in C. Fuego del Sol is fine. What? Do I B or C? Nah, I like Fuego. Fuego's B. My favorite match with Eddie was with Bryan. There you go. He's the heart and soul of AEW. Yes, Darby Allin is the heart and soul of AEW. Kingston is modern day Jake Roberts. Yeah, I hear that. Griff Garrison. I really want to see more Griff Garrison, but when he's paired off with Bryan Danielson, see. Hikaru Shida, very important to AEW. Going in there. Hook, immediate S tier. Hook is just that damn awesome. But no, on a real note, Hook's very early in his career, and I definitely want to see what more I want to see what a fleshed out Hook match looks like. We've only been seeing squash matches so far. So we don't know what an actual fleshed out, full length, 10-minute Hook match looks like just yet. When I see that, he'll be moved to A, but for right now, he's going in B. No, if I'm being real here. Isaiah Cassidy. You would go in B if you were just Private Party and not Hardy Boys 3.0, kind of, sort of not. Just background players to Matt Hardy and the rest of his faction. So yeah, bro's going in C, sadly. And I wanted to put him in B really fucking badly. I really did. But his character now is just warranted. Warranted to be in C. Jack Evans is going in D. Same with Angelico. Jade Cargill, she's the shit. I just wish she wrestled better, but she will be in B. That bitch. Hook S, yes, Hook should be S, but I'm being realistic here. Jake Hager doesn't wrestle, and I'm fine with that. Jamie Hayter is so damn good. Like, she is a great seller. She's really good in the ring. I wish you saw more of her. I'm going to put her in B. Jay Lethal. I want to see more Jay Lethal, but because I feel like I never fucking see this guy outside of last week, he's going in C. Jeff Parker. I'm about to put Mans in C, because 2.0 is a really good tag team, but Jeff Parker, I feel like, doesn't really offer much. Like, Matt Lee is so entertaining, and then he's really good in the ring as well. Jeff Parker, I feel like, is good in the ring, but then he doesn't really add much when it comes to promos or much else. So I got to put him in C. Matt is going in B, though. Joey Janela, see, I don't care for Joey Janela as a wrestler. I think he is a great agent. I think he books a hell of a show, but I don't really care to see Joey Janela wrestle, so you can just stay on dark. John Silver's going in B. This list is increasingly getting bigger and bigger. We're not even halfway finished yet. John Moxley, immediate S tier. I can't imagine 2020 without John Moxley's reign as AEW champion. It's almost impossible to think about. It's inconceivable to think of AEW without John Moxley, honestly. Like, right behind Eddie Kingston for best promo is John Moxley and CM Punk. So, yeah, I'm going to put John Moxley in S tier. Jungle Boy goes in A. Really damn talented. I don't think he is at the level of an S. Definitely not yet, but he's definitely up there. Janela is D tier. Listen, I think Janela is a great everything else. I just don't care to see him wrestle. So, Kenny Omega, my media ass, like not even a question. Kip Sabian, Kip's going in D, and I hate to put him in D because I feel like he is talented and could offer more to AEW. But, like, his character has not been taken seriously since AEW first started. Like, when AEW was, like, just finding their footing, and this is before they went to TV, they were using him, and then once they went to TV, they just forgot about Kip Sabian. And then they started to try use him with Miro and Penelope Ford, and even then they didn't know what to do with Kip Sabian. And now he's just wearing a box on TV every week, just appearing in a crowd with no direction. It's not even heading anywhere. The commentators don't even acknowledge that he's in the crowd. That's the sad part. This guy's in the crowd every single week with the box on his head, and the commentators don't even acknowledge him. That's the really depressing part. How do you have a whole gimmick and the commentators don't even point your ass out? That's how you know they don't give a fuck about this man. This man needs to get released immediately, so that way he can go do something else and get used better. Chris Statlander, she's going to B. She's really good. Kyle O'Reilly, also B. Lance Archer, I gotta move him to C. I want to put him in B really badly, but like I feel like I almost never see Lance Archer these days, even though I'm seeing him face off for the AEW World Championship this week. Why? I don't fucking know why he's getting a world title shot out of butt fuck thin air, but when I do see him, he's fine, but I don't see him. So yeah, C. Lee Johnson, also C. Want to see more of him. Lee Moriarty, want to put him in B really badly, but I feel like he got signed just to say they have a nigga on the team. That's. I feel like Lee Moriarty got signed just to say they have a nigga on the team. Because like, when have you ever seen Lee Moriarty on TV? I can name 2 times I've seen Lee Moriarty on TV, and this motherfucker spoke maybe 1 time on Rampage, and that's it. He's been on Dark ever since, and I think it's so depressing. Leva Bates, stay on Dark. Layla Hirsch, going to B. She's talented. Actually, you know what? She's going to C. She's really talented. And I do want to say, I think she's doing stuff with Chris Statlander now. It's not entertaining enough for me to care. But they're using her, and that's good. Leo Rush. Leo Rush is B, even though he's on his way out. He's a B. Luchasaurus, also a B. He's really good. I want to put him in A, but Jungle Boy out basically is the shining star of the tag team. Luchasaurus is almost a backdrop to Jungle Boy at this point. Layla Hirsch, A tier. Layla Hirsch is really good. She really is. Should I put her in B? I'll move her up to B. Luther could just stay on dark. Malachi Black. Homie's been doing good shit ever since he came in AEW. Let's just rock with it. He's going tonight. He's been doing good shit ever since he came in. For a hot second, I was worried for him. For a hot second, I was, but he's been doing good shit ever since. Mark Henry, I don't know why Mark Henry's on the list. He don't wrestle. He's going and staying on dark. Marco Stunt, I wish they did more with him. And by more of him, I wish we actually saw him on TV. Like, this dude doesn't go on TV at all. He got replaced by Christian. And it's actually depressing. But I gotta put him on Please Stay on Dark. Only because, like, with so much talent being AEW, it's almost like he doesn't have a role anymore on the show. So, I hope he gets his release soon. Because it looks like he probably will. And he will leave and go and do wrestling otherwise and do the voice. And I'm happy for him. But Mark Quinn, same category with Isaiah Cassidy. Just yeah. Matt Hardy, I don't care to see Matt Hardy, honestly. I really don't care to see Matt Hardy. Actually, you know what? He's going in. I don't want to put him on dark. Put him in D. Like, Matt Hardy, when he first came in, he was doing a broken gimmick and then the half broken, half money Matt. When he was doing the multiple personality gimmick, that was fine. Then he stuck straight to doing big money Matt, and that's when I really just stopped giving a fuck about Matt Hardy. He became so boring and plotted, and I don't fuck with Matt Hardy now. I really don't fuck with this version of Matt Hardy. I'll just be honest. Lee Moriarty has the best team in AEW. One of the best, yeah. Hope he doesn't line with Danielson. I would fucking lose my shit if he started lining with Danielson. Because, number one, that means he's going to be used on TV. Because why would they not use him on TV with Danielson? And two, we could possibly get a Danielson and Lee Moriarty match, which sounds amazing. Matt Jackson, obviously he's an S. Without a question. Matt Jackson's an S. Matt Lee. This man is going in B. Because he is one of the most entertaining parts of the tag division. Matt Sydal, he's in C. I mean, I like Matt Sydal. He slowed down a lot because he's gotten older, but I like him. Max Caster, he's going in B. Like, Max Caster, he might not be, he might not be the best rapper in the world. I'm not going to pretend he is. But this is be hitting sometimes. This is be hitting. And then the Rinky be hitting sometimes too, so he got to be in B. Mercedes Martinez, way too new to really put her anywhere above B, so she's going in B. Michael Nakazawa, he can stay on dark. Miro, I want to put Miro in A. Like, I got to put Miro in A. Miro is so entertaining in his feud with God, even though I haven't seen him in a while. Hopefully God didn't win that feud. But in his feud with God, he's entertaining. In his feud with Bryan, he was entertaining. In his feud with just about anybody except for when he was teaming with Kip Sabian, he's been entertaining. And then in the ring, he was great, especially his run as TNT champion. Was awesome. Oh my God. Miro is up there. I really want them to do more with him when he comes back. I don't know if he's injured or I don't know if they just are keeping him off because they don't have shit to do for him. But when he comes back, I hope he gets into a major program. Maybe even Hangman versus Miro. That sounds like a program to me. MJF. Oh, S or A? S or A? S or A? S or A? Ooh, this is a tough one. A tough one. You know, I'll leave you on a cliffhanger because I gotta get a drink of water and I gotta use the bathroom. So bathroom break. I'll leave you on a cliffhanger. Be right back. While I'm at it, everybody comment down below. Is MJF an A or an S tier? We'll talk about it when we get back. Talk about it when I get back. All right, we're back. What does the chat say? So, we got MJF A, MJF S, 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 and A. So there's two, well, actually one A because Mason Robinson commented twice. So that's 5 S's and 1 A. Oh my God. Yeah, I think MJF is definitely an S tier. MJF is a huge staple in AEW. MJF is definitely a huge staple in it. You know, I think it's interesting that of the 4 pillars, MJF, Jungle Boy is the one that's not an S tier. You got Darby, MJF. Who's the other one? Sam. We haven't gotten to Sami yet, but we'll see about Sami in a minute. Brody Lee Jr. Obviously he needs an S tier. Obviously, no. I mean, Brody Lee. It's not even fair to put him on a list. You got to put on Dark because it's not fair. He doesn't even wrestle. He's a kid. Brody, this isn't really fair, bro. Like he's deceased. I can't even rank him. I can't even rank, bro. Can I just take him off? Like I feel weird ranking him. I'm gonna leave him on there. I feel weird ranking those two. No, they're being left on there. Nick Camarado. If Darby is in an S, then MJF isn't. I mean, they're both S. So Nick Camarado, he's a D. He's a D. Like, I feel like there's potential there, but it hasn't been tapped yet. Nick Jackson, he's a S with his brother. Nyla Rose. Nyla Rose is either a B or a C. And I say that because Nyla Rose has her role in AEW as like the brute of the women's division. But Nyla Rose also, I feel like her use she's in a weird spot where I feel like they could be using her better, but at the same time, I'm not mad that they're not using her because there's women that are very much better than her. She's in a very weird spot. I'm gonna put her in C because I really don't know where to place her. Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy is definitely B. I would put him higher if his momentum was where it was like a year or two ago. But I feel like he's definitely simmered off since then. AEW's not pushing him as hard. They kind of just throw matches in there just to pop the crowd because they know he will always get a pop. But he is the shit. Orange Cassidy is definitely B tier. Ortiz. I want to badly say he's A, but he don't get used enough, so he's definitely going in B. Pac the same. I mean, like he should be an A. Just Pac's an A. Pac be killing it. Pac be killing it whenever he is on TV. He's never on TV like that because he's always back in the UK for like 8 months. Pac has this weird trend where Pac will come in AEW, do a few matches, kick-ass matches, leave for 4 months, come back, do a few kick-ass matches, leave for 2 months, come back, do a few kick-ass matches, maybe do pay-per-view, leave for 3 months. Like, this motherfucker has a vacation every other month. I wish I consistently could see him on TV. If I saw him consistently, he may be an S maybe, but he don't be on TV consistently enough. So I gotta put him in A, which isn't bad, but I really want to put him in S, but he on me on TV consistently. Very inconsistent. Paul White, I mean, it's almost unfair to put him on the list. Penelope Ford, I would say stay on Dark, but I don't think she's bad. She's going in D. Penta El Zero Miedo, he's going in B. Because the dude is awesome. Peter Avalon, he can stay on Dark. I don't really care to see him. Powerhouse. He's going in B. Powerhouse opposite shit. Preston Vance, I've never cared for Preston Vance, I'll be honest. I've never cared for bro like that. He's going in C. I think he's a fine wrestler, but he does nothing for me. QT Marshall can stay on Dark. Rebel can also stay on Dark. Red Velvet, she's fine. She's fine. Ray Phoenix, I feel like should be an A. Mama put him in B. What would be the reason for B? What would constitute him being a B and not A? Ray has to be a Penta, so they're gonna be in B. Ricky Starks. Ricky, I would love to put in A, but he is not used to his maximum potential, so he's got to be in B. I wish he would be though. Rio, I very much would love to put her in A as well, but not used almost at all. Like Rio comes in, does a match or two, and then leaves for the rest of the year, and which I think is ridiculous. because she's signed to AEW and she lives in America. So why they never use her, I will never know. But there you go. Ruby Soho is really good and used almost like she's a very, very interesting use in AEW. Like, I feel like she should be an A tier. She should be ranked in A tier, but I don't know if I would say she's on the level of Hikaru Shida because she hasn't been champion yet. I don't put her in B because she hasn't been champion yet to be an A tier. I mean, by that logic, then I guess Malachi shouldn't be up here, but we're keeping him up there. Sammy Guevara. Sammy, I gotta put him in A. I gotta put Sammy in A. I think he's great. I don't think his mic skills are up the level of anybody who's in the S tier, so I think he's got to be an A. Santana also got to be in B with Ortiz for the same reason that Ortiz is in B. Scorpio Sky, I gotta put bro in B. I was gonna say C, but I actually like him. I think he's damn talented. Serena fucking Deeb, homegirl should be in it. Like, she is legitimately one of the best things about AEW when it comes to women's wrestling. Like, she is just that damn great. And I wish she would win a championship very soon. But like I said, if we can have Malachi in here who has not been a champion yet, then we could have Serena Deeb in A as well. Serpentico, he's fine. That's, you know what, he's a D. He's fine. Sean Dean, I don't really see Sean Dean like that. I don't even know how bro wrestles, so I'm gonna put him in D. Sean Spears, he can. Like, I don't mind. I don't really care to see him wrestle. I don't really care to see him wrestle. Dark. Sunny Kiss. Sunny Kiss is really talented. And I think it's actually kind of maddening that they don't even use Sunny at all. Like, not at all on TV. So I'm gonna put him in D. Even though I'm putting him in D. Because they're never on D. Never. Sting. This motherfucker's going in A. Like, immediately. Because this dude has wrestled like maybe 6-7 matches, and all of his matches are good, and he's 63 years old. Like, Sting is just out here wrestling and working and doing his shit, and I love it. Stu Grayson. Stu is going where Evil Uno is going, which is big. I don't know. Serena Deeb is an S for me, and same word great. Well, Serena Deeb is great, but I don't think she's up there with Adam Page, Britt Baker, Bryan, like, is she really up there with all those guys? I don't think so. I don't think she's up there. If she was a former champion, I would say it's definitely a conversation, but she hasn't even been champion, so she's definitely A. Tay Conti. Tay's B. B is definitely getting very, very loaded. The Blade, I don't really care to see the Blade personally. Blade will go in D. We have the Butcher. I like the Butcher more than I like the Blade, so I'm gonna put the Blade in C. Thunder Rosa, she's going in A. Thunder Rosa is one of the best things about the women's division in AEW. And she's a NWA champion, and when she was NWA champion, she was very important to AEW, as just as well as Serena Deeb was when she was NWA champion. I think very soon on the horizon, she will win the women's championship from Britt Baker, and then she can be considered an S tier. But until then, she is A, which is not bad at all. That's actually pretty great. Tony Nese, you're not even on TV, bro. I don't even know where you are. You just in a crowd somewhere. Trent Beretta. Trent with a question mark? I like how it's Trent Beretta. Like, it's Trent question mark and then Beretta. That's so funny. Trent. See, cause like, I like the best friends as a gimmick. I don't really care too much for them as a team, as a wrestler. That's just me personally. Wardlow's going in B. I want to put him in A, but he's literally just a bodyguard. And then Yuka Sakazaki, it would be almost unfair to put her anywhere higher than C because she's never there. B. That's it. So that's my list. That is my AEW roster list. That took like about 40 minutes, 30 minutes to do. So in S tier, we have Hangman Page, Britt Baker, Bryan Danielson, CM Punk, Darby Allin, Eddie Kingston, Jon Moxley, Kenny Omega, Matt Jackson, MJF, and Nick Jackson. That's our S tier. That's our goated AEW would be nowhere without those guys. I think we can all agree they all deserve to be in S tier. A, we have Adam Cole, Cash Wheeler, Dax Hart. What the fuck? What happened? What happened to my list? Where'd my list go? Hey, chill out. Anyway, that's what I was talking about. Where was I? Oh, A tier. We have Adam Cole. We have FTR, Hikaru Shida, Jungle Boy, Malachi Black, Miro, Pac, Sammy Guevara, Serena Deeb, Sting, and Thunder Rosa. That's a pretty solid list. W list? I think it's a W. It's definitely W, bro. Definitely a W list. B, there's a lot of fucking names to B. Andrade, Christian Cage, Cody Rhodes, Dan Garcia, Dante Martin, Dustin Rhodes, Emi Sakura, Ethan Page, Evil Uno, Fuego del Sol, Hook, Jade Cargill, Jamie Hayter, John Stewart, Chris Statlander, Kyle O'Reilly, Leo Rush, Luchasaurus, Layla Hurst, Matt Lee, Max Caster, Mercedes Martinez, Orange Cassidy, Ortiz, Pentel Zero Miedo, Powerhouse Hobbs, Ray Phoenix, Ricky Starks, Rio, Ruby Soho, Santana, Scorpio Sky, Stu Grayson, Tay Conti, Wardlow, and Yuka Sakazaki. A lot of names. C, Alan Angels, Alex Reynolds, Anna Jay, Anthony Bowens, Bobby Fish, Brian Cage, Brian Pillman Jr., Chris Jericho, Christopher Daniels, Chuck Taylor, Frank Kazarian, Darius Martin, Griff Garrison, Isaiah Cassidy, Jay Lethal, Jeff Parker, Lance Archer, Lee Johnson, Lee Moriarty, Mark Quinn, Matt Sydal, Nyla Rose, Preston Vance, Red Velvet, The Butcher, and Trent Beretta. In D, you have Aaron Solo, Abaddon, Angelico, Anthony Gogo, Austin Gunn, Billy Gunn, Brock Anderson. Did I skip C? I have short-term memory. Did I skip C, guys? Did I literally just read C and not remember if I read it or not? That's kind of embarrassing. But yeah, that's my short-term memory kicking in. I'm sorry. We have Brock Anderson, Jack Evans, Kip Sabian, Matt Hart, don't laugh, Nick Camarado, Penelope Ford, Serpentico, Sean Dean, Sunny Kiss, and The Blade. And then, and please stay the fuck on dark, we have Brandy Rhodes, Brandon Cutler, The Bunny, Chavo Guerrero, Colt Cabana, Colton Gunn. I just realized Austin and Billy Gunn are in D and Colton's in dark. Like, the shades of Colton Gunn is real here. I really just realized that. Jake Hager, Joey Janela, Leva Bates, Luther, don't even count Mark Henry, Marco Stunt, Michael Nakazawa, Paul White, Peter Avalon, QT Marshall, Rebel, Sean Spears, and Tony Nese. You did see. Okay, thank you. Because I legitimately forgot if I read C that quickly. That's what ADHD does to you guys. You have short-term memory loss like a motherfucker. It's not fun. Trust me. But that is my AEW tier list. What did you guys think? Comment down below. Let your boy know. And recommend some more tier lists to me. We'll do one more tier list, and then I might sign off because I am tired. So let's do one more tier list. What was the second most voted one? Hold on 1 second. What was the second most voted poll we did? Well, the rest were tied. Theme songs, belts. We'll just find one. We'll just find one, dude. Let's go down to wrestling. Jose, the assistant, Triple S tier. Hey, I agree with that one, Mick Squishy says he. I agree with that one. Jose, the assistant, is definitely goated. I got a good tier list I can send you. Yeah, send it to the chat. Send it to the chat and we'll do it. What other tier list do we have? Civilization. There's a Civilization tier list. That is hilarious. You have Disney. Is it Pixar films? What if there's a Pixar films one? I'll do a Pixar. Ooh, a Pixar tier list. Look at this. How many are on here? Let's do Disney and Pixar. What's on this list? Not wrestling related, but what's on this Disney Pixar list? Can you load up soon? I will put Cody and S and Chris and A. God damn. Okay, I feel like a lot of these movies I actually didn't see, so maybe this isn't a good idea. Wait a minute. I've seen A Bug's Life. I've not seen live action. I have not seen live action Aladdin. I have seen this Aladdin. Aristocrats, I have not seen. My older sister used to love Atlantis when we were younger. I don't know why. I was not interested in Atlantis, but she loved it. I have not seen Bolts. I haven't seen Brave. Is that Brother Bear? Oh my god, my mother used to read that to me all the time when I was younger. All three cars. Life is a highway. I'm gonna ride it all night long. Do 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 do. I got it's everything on memory lane, bro. I don't like the movie Cars, but I love Rascal Flatts' song "Life Is a Highway." Absolutely love it. One of the best songs. One of the best, if not the best, country song ever made was "Life Is a Highway" by Rascal Flatts, and I will rest on that grave. It is the best country song ever made. I dare anybody to find me a better one, and you better not see Red Solo Cup because it doesn't win. Red Solo Cup is an L. I'm pissing off all the country music lovers. I know it. Let's go back. Best of Omos and AJ tier list. Well, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Here we go, wrestling. Just do Pixar? I could do Pixar. What the fuck is this? A sex tier? Why is this in wrestling? Hold on. Let me click on this before I click on this. Why is this in wrestling? Yeah, I'm glad I clicked off because I would have definitely got banned for clicking on that. Why is this in the wrestling tier, bro? What the fuck? Y'all some horny motherfuckers putting this in the wrestling tier. I know wrestling is basically clothes sex, but like, come on now, guys. Have some decency. Jesus Christ. Do a Phineas and Ferb tier list. I was not crazy about Phineas and Ferb. I watched Phineas and Ferb, but I wasn't crazy about it. WWE finishers. Oh, this one's interesting. You know, we were just talking about this. We were just talking about this earlier in the stream. We might as well do it. We might as well do it. The AA. The AA has always been impressive to me. The AA is legitimately one of the most impressive moves because you're literally lifting her out of the ground and slamming her back. It's so simplistic. But yet you get to see the strength feat of whoever's doing it. So I'm going to put it in great because it's just that impactful. We'll do that list in the Discord. There we go. Yes, we'll do a tier list in Discord. Absolutely. The Accolade is terrible. The Accolade is a camel clutch that was weakly applied by Rusev. It's terrible. The leg drop, also terrible. It has impactfulness in terms of Hulk Hogan getting it over, but in terms of a move, it's terrible. The big ending is actually pretty bad. It doesn't look that cool. The Black Mass, that's a great finisher, bro. You're literally knocking someone's head off right away. I don't even know what the hell this is supposed to be. What is this? I can't see that. Is that Adam Cole? I feel like that's Adam Cole. No, that's Drew McIntyre doing the Claymore. I can't. I think that's Drew McIntyre doing the Claymore. If that's the Claymore, I'm gonna put it in good. The curb stomp goes in great because the curb stomps have been around for such a long time and it's put some people away. Dirty. I hate the Dirty D. I'm not gonna say terrible, but I hate the Dirty D / the Paradigm Shift. It just looks so weak. I want him to go back to doing the old Dirty Deeds, which is like the headlock driver. That looked more devastating than the underhook DDT. I always thought the underhook DDT was a weak looking move. The Gargano escape. Gargano escape is good. I like the Gargano escape. Go to sleep. Definitely impactful. Great. The last shots or the boom. It's alright. I'm not crazy about it. It's just a shiny wizard. RKO is a goated finisher. Absolutely. The rock bottom. It's good. The shooting star press, it's a great visual. The spear, depending on who does it, it can be great. STF, it's terrible. John Cena's STF, it looks like he's literally trying to wrap his arms around somebody to pose for a smiling picture. Like, you know, when you're a kid, you used to wrap your arms around your parents' neck, like when you're playing with them, or when you're taking a picture, you do one of these poses. That's what the STF looks like, and I hate it. So yeah, it's terrible. The stunner, goated move. It's going in great. Styles Clash, it's good. It's good. Sweet Chin Music. The Sweet Chin Music is great. The Super Kick is not, though. The Super Kick will go in okay. Because it's been relegated to being just a standard move. The running knee is good. I like the Buzaiku knee. Or the, what do you call it? Well, I think he just called it Buzaiku knee. Tombstone, goated. Trouble in Paradise, good. And the knockout punch was okay. Yeah, that was a very fast tier list. That was fairly easy to do. Fairly easy. Most of them are good or great. There were rarely any bad ones in here. That one went by too fast, so we'll do one more. We'll do one more. Best wrestler of all... Oh, no, not all time. That definitely would not win. WWE women? Maybe not women. Maybe not the WWE women. Not if we had like AEW and WWE, we would do that, but NJPW wrestlers, no. Start good. A copyright strike. I am good. Phineas and Ferb was my show. If we talk of Disney shows, I much preferred. Well, I prefer live action Disney as opposed to cartoon Disney. That's me. That's me though. Y'all making me consider want to do a cartoon tier list to end things out. What the hell? Should we do one? Let's see if there's a TV shows tier list. I'm sure there's a TV shows tier list on here. TV. Let's do a miscellaneous tier list, just because y'all got me thinking now. Squid Games, all characters. I can't even name all the people in Squid Games. It was a great... Total Drama Island was such a great show, and I know they're coming back this year, and I'm so amped for Total Drama Island season, like, what, 5 or 6? I'm so amped for it. It's ridiculous. We'll search. Yeah, well, I don't want to search this up and then people get concerned that I'm Velveteen Dream here, because I assure you I'm not. Cartoon Network shows from 2000s. I would love to rank that, but I want to do a list that's comprised of Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, and Disney shows. That's one list I want to do, but I don't see this on it. Kid shows? Let's see if this is it. No, that is not it. That is not what we're doing. We're not doing that. We are not. Let's just try Nickelodeon. Did I spell Nickelodeon right? I think I did. I spelled Nickelodeon right. That's what I love G. I love G. I love G. I spelled it right. Disney and Nickelodeon. Why y'all leaving out Cartoon Network? Here we go. I think this is it. This is very big. This is a big list, but this is it. This is it. This is what we're doing. Okay. What is that? Is that that's Tak and the Power of Juju? I was not big on Tak and the Power of Juju growing up. I'm not gonna put it. I gotta put it in trash because I wasn't big on Tak and the Power of Juju. Teletubbies. Can we really fuck with the Teletubbies though? Okay, when I was a baby, I liked the Teletubbies. My mom hated the Teletubbies. She despised it. I don't know why she despised it, but she despised it. She hated me watching it. I'm going to put it in C. I barely remember it, though, so it's going in trash. I'm going to put it in never seen / don't remember. Okay, Kicking It. My baby sister actually liked Kicking It. I call her my baby sister, even though she's about to be 18 years old. I know she is 18. She's a whole almost baby adult now. Kicking It. I like the theme song to Kicking It. Let's see. I didn't care for Kicking It. Shaun the Sheep. I didn't watch Shaun the Sheep. This is my favorite cartoon, bro. Ed and Eddie is untouchable. You can't touch Ed and Eddie, bro. You can't touch it. You just can't. You just can't. It's a goated television show. It is my all-time favorite cartoon. Scooby-Doo. I did not watch a lot of Scooby-Doo growing up, but I'm going to put it in A because it is simply just such an iconic show. I love Clifford the Big Red Dog. Okay, I didn't see the one with Chloe Grace Moretz. I didn't see the live action one. I couldn't see my grown ass going into a theater by myself and watching Clifford the Big Red Dog. It just seemed kind of embarrassing. Growing up, I did watch it though. I'll put it in C. Ben 10 and I was not crazy about Ben 10. I said this story on stream before, but when I was younger, my mom was in college and she stayed with her friend who also had kids, Jordan and Josh. Jordan and Josh loved Ben 10. However, I didn't care for Ben 10. I just never did. Never did. So I'm going to put C. I just didn't care for it. What is this? Yeah, I don't know what this is, so it's going in don't know. Kim Possible. Yes. Kim Possible was that show. You have a good night, McSquishy Tushy. Thank you for coming in. Kim Possible was that show, bro. I'm gonna put it in B though because it was that show, but it wasn't that show. Thomas and Friends. I don't remember watching Thomas and Friends like that, so I'm gonna put it in don't remember. Regular show. I didn't watch regular show like that, so I gotta put it in this category. I did not watch it like that. Next Declassified School Survival Guide. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Tagging out. I'm about to sing the whole jam, bro, but wait a minute. Let me look at the rest of this list real quick. Okay, I'm mad because I'm looking at this list. I don't see Drake and Josh. I don't see Zoe 101. I don't see. Never mind. I lied. I do see Zoe 101. We'll keep going, but I feel like there's a few in here I don't see that I should be saying. But we'll keep going. Maybe I'm just not checking. Next Declassified. A lot of his tips didn't fucking work, but I'm gonna put him in A because Next Declassified is definitely up there. Adventure Time. I'm gonna put Adventure Time in B only because it has a lot of cultural impact on television. I just did not watch it a lot. Just Jordan. I don't remember Just Jordan. Recess. I did not really watch Recess like that. iCarly is definitely yes. iCarly. I'm not talking about the new iCarly. I didn't finish new iCarly, but like, I'm talking about like 2007. iCarly was really the show. iCarly was the show for Nickelodeon, and it was just that good. So yeah, right there. I don't know what this is, so it's going in never know. Codename Kids Next Door, bro. That was a good show. It's going in A. It's going in A. Big Time Rush. I didn't care for Big Time Rush. However, they do have a good song. Looking for a boyfriend. I see that. Like, they have a good song. I can fuck with it. Lab Rats. Once again, sister watched Lab Rats. I didn't watch it. Didn't care for it. Timon and Pumbaa. I didn't watch Timon and Pumbaa. Jackie Chan Adventures. Never seen it. Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. Definitely B. I did watch it growing up, but I wasn't crazy about it. Cat Dog. Wasn't crazy about it. I'm going to put it in C. Fanboy and Chum Chum. I thought that show was dumb as hell. Did not like Fanboy and Chum Chum. Rocket Power. Okay, so I didn't like Rocket Power as a show, but they had a kick-ass GameCube game. Let me see what was it called. Hold on. Rocket Power game. They had I don't know, was it this? Yes, the Beach Bandits. This game fucked so hard, bro. Oh my god. You would just skate around and collect coins. It was I spent so many hours playing this game. Holy shit. I would give anything to play this game again, bro. It was so much fun. However, I did not really care for the show, so it's going in never seen. Don't remember. I don't know. It's going in C. Brandy and I didn't watch this show. Rocket Power S. I didn't really watch it like that. I didn't care for it. Curious George. I did not watch Curious George growing up, so it's going there. SpongeBob. SpongeBob is A, even though the later seasons I did not like, but the earlier seasons definitely are S. I feel like once you get to 2012, SpongeBob fell off. SpongeBob for me fell off after 2012. So 2012 to 2022, it's still running. That's 10 years of a show that fell off. It can't be an S anymore. It's going in A. Lilo and Stitch, great movie, not that great of a show. Going in C. I love The Amazing World of Gumball. Me and my sister watched this show a lot growing up. It's going there. Penguins of Madagascar. I watched the first season of it, and then I fell off right after the fact, so it's going in C. Duck. I forgot what the show's called. I didn't watch it. My Life as a Teenage Robot. B. It was okay. Magic School Bus. B. Planet Sheen. Didn't care for Planet Sheen. Actually, I didn't like Planet Sheen at all. It's going in trash. Super Ninjas. Didn't watch it. The replacements. The replacement. Okay. Hella underrated. It's going in B. Wizards of Waverly Place was one of my favorite Disney shows. Automatically going in S. Alex Russo, Justin, I forgot the little one's name, but all them wizards were fucking crazy. I loved it. Kick Butowski. I didn't watch Kick Butowski. Also, the last season of Wizards of Waverly Place had the best theme song. It was like a slowed down version. I would play it, but I don't want to copyright strike, so I'm not going to do it. That's So Raven, also goated. The Emperor's New... I did not watch this show, bro. My older sister watched it. I didn't. Fairly Odd Parents, it's going in S, even though later season sucked. You know what? Because later season sucks, I got to put it in A. It's got to go in A. Nah, it's got to be S. This is one of my favorite shows growing up. It's got to go in S. Arthur, one of my favorite childhood theme songs. However, I was not crazy about the show itself, so I'm putting it in C. Pair of Kings, sister watched it, did not watch it. Avatar, y'all gonna hate me, but I did not care for Avatar. I never cared for Avatar. I watched a few episodes, couldn't get into it. People thought I was crazy. All my friends, all my cousins watched Avatar. I was the only person who didn't watch it. I did it. I couldn't get into it. I'm sorry. I couldn't get an Avatar. I just couldn't. Logan tried to put me on Legend of Korra like a year or two ago, and I couldn't get into that either, even though it seemed better than Avatar. Caillou, I watched Caillou growing up. It's going in C because it was alright. Looney Tunes, I watched Baby Looney Tunes growing up, not the real Looney Tunes. Powerpuff Girls, it's going in A. Powerpuff Girls kicked ass. The Barnyard Animals, nah, I don't remember that. Actually, you know what? It's going. Yeah, I don't remember that too much. Teen Titans Go, yeah, B. Doug, I didn't watch Doug growing up. Rugrats, definitely S. Little Bill, ooh, even though Little Bill might be a little over the top with the intoxicant. Nah, you know what? Let me not say. Little Bill. B for Bill? Because I did watch it growing up a good bit. I'm gonna watch put in B. The Grim Adventures of Billy Mandy. Okay, I like this show, but my mother loved this show. My mother loved The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. She loved it more than I did. I'm going to put it in B, because she watched this show more than I did. However, I do appreciate it a lot more now that I'm older. Keaton and Kel, great show. Dexter's Laboratory, once again, a show my mother watched more than I did. I'm going to put it in B. Jimmy Neutron, loved Jimmy Neutron. It's going in S. When we talk about the Avengers, we talk about Spider-Man No Way Home, no crossover will ever top the Jimmy Neutron Fairly Odd Parents Power Hour. Nothing will ever top those three shows when Jimmy Neutron and Fairly Odd Parents worlds collided in the Power Hour. Nothing will ever top it, bar none. My Gym Partner's a Monkey. Okay. I did mess with this show kind of heavy back in the Cartoon Network days. I'm going to put it in B. The Backyardigans, my sister watched this show almost fucking daily. It got on my damn nerves. Nah. It did become a TikTok trend last year. Hannah Montana, I watched this show in secrecy. Like, no, I made sure nobody knew that I watched this show. I did my best to make sure nobody knew I watched this show. I'm going to put it in B because it was alright. It was good. I don't know what that show is. All that all that is going in all A. All A. It's great. It's great. Drake and Josh is probably like right there with Ed and Eddie as like top three. Well, no, Ed and Eddie's a cartoon. Top three favorite live action kid shows. Drake and Josh is top three. I can't rank my top three. I just can't. They're all equally there. I'll let you know my top three is when we get to it. Dora the Explorer. I didn't watch Dora. That's a whole lie. I did watch Dora. So C. Looney Tunes. Is this baby? That's Baby Looney Tunes. I fucked with Baby Looney Tunes, bro. I fucked with it. It's B. Scooby-Doo. I didn't watch Scooby-Doo a lot growing up. But Cultural Impact, definitely A. Well, no, it fits my personal list. And no, it should be right here because I didn't watch Scooby-Doo growing up. So yeah, we're going back down here because I didn't watch it growing up. Camp Lazlo. You know what's funny? 2 days ago, I don't know why But I had this certain urge to look up Camp Lazlo and rewatch it. And bro, I was cracking the fuck up watching Camp Lazlo. Like, it's honestly really funny to go back and watch shows you watched as a kid and just try to sit through it. It's funny as hell. Camp Lazlo was really good. I didn't watch it a lot as a kid, but I have a newfound appreciation for it as an adult. I'm gonna put it in B. Sesame Street. I did not watch a lot of Sesame Street growing up. I really didn't. I was more of a Blue's Clues kid growing up, which I do not see on this list. Brain Rush. Did not watch Brain Rush. I don't know what that is. Didn't watch it. This right here is my top 3. Drake and Josh, Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. The next one is coming up on this list very soon. But Sweet Life of Zach and Cody / Sweet Life on Deck and Drake and Josh, top 3. Dragon Tales, Dragon Tales, Dragon Tales. It's almost time for Dragon Tales. Come along, take my hand, and let's all go to Dragonland. You know, I remember this memory back when I was in high school. This one girl in my class, she was like the class clown, basically. She would always used to combine the theme song of Dragon Tales, but instead of saying Dragon Tales, she would say Lion King because she thought the dragon. She for some reason mixed up Dragon Tales and Lion King. She would be like Lion King, Lion King. It's almost time for Lion King. I think she might did it on purpose, but I remember that. It's a distinct memory, so it always sits in my head because whenever I see Dragon Tales, I think of Lion King. Dragon Tales, though, I did mess with when I was younger. It's going to be. Oh, The Adventures of Flapjack. I didn't care for The Adventures of Flapjack. Didn't care for it. Why is the regular show on here twice? I feel like I just ranked the regular show. Why is it on here twice? Am I tripping, or did I rank the regular show already? Hold on, let me. Maybe I'm tripping. I thought I ranked it already. Bro, I was cracking up at Pinky, El Maria, and The Brain on Hulu the other day. Yes, I was too, bro. Y'all gotta go back and watch shows you watched as a kid and just, like, have a good time because it is funny. Regular show, I didn't watch too much growing up, but it's going to see because I didn't watch too much. Go, Diego, Go. By the time Go, Diego, Go came out, I stopped watching those type of cartoons because I grew out of it. So I can't really say I fucked heavy with Go, Diego, Go. I would be lying if I said I didn't like it. But I also be lying if I said I watched it a lot. So I gotta go and don't remember. Never seen. Proud Family. Proud Family. I'm gonna put it in B only because I didn't watch it that much. My older sister, forced me to watch it. More than anything. Scooby-Doo. What's new, Scooby-Doo? We're coming after you. Gonna solve that mystery. I would tune in to listen to the intro of Scooby-Doo and then tune out when the show started because I didn't really care for the show. So yeah, once again, don't remember. Total Drama Island, immediate S. Me and my little sister watched like all 3 seasons when they were live, happening in person. I love Total Drama Island. I can't wait for it to return. The Flintstones, it's fine. It's C. It's a C tier. Barney, I did watch Barney growing up. Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, my baby sister watched Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. I didn't care for it. Winx, that was not my show. Even Stevens, I didn't really watch Even Stevens like that growing up. I'll be honest. Phineas and Ferb, B. Cat Dog, what's going on here? I feel like I ranked a lot of this. I did. Okay, Cat Dog's on this twice. What the fuck? I know I'm not losing my mind. Because I'm like, for a second, I'm like, I know for a fact I ranked the regular show already. And now I'm over here ranking Cat Dog again. You're being left on the list because I ranked you already. The Schwaman, thank you for following on Twitch. I appreciate you, buddy. Johnny Test. This is the life of a boy named Johnny Test. Okay, Johnny Test is going in C because I wasn't crazy about it. Invader Zim. When I was in high school, I always had these like emo kids that were like fucking insane and bananas about Invader Zim, and I found that odd, which made me never want to check out the show. Not high school, middle school. Hey Arnold. Didn't really care for Hey Arnold, to be honest. All Growing Up, I fucked heavy with All Growing Up. It's not S in my opinion. I think it's B, but I did fuck heavy with it. Lazy Town. Lazy Town was definitely B. I did mess with Lazy Town growing up, even though by the time Lazy Town started, I was starting to grow out of watching those type of shows. I did kind of watch it in secrecy, and then my sister started watching it, so I was kind of making my excuse to watch it. Naked Brothers Band. I oddly remember Naked Brothers Band. I feel like whenever I bring this show up to people, nobody remembers it. I remember Naked Brothers Band. I didn't think the show was particularly that good. I didn't think it was particularly that good of a show. Did not like it. Fanboy Chum Chum. I did not like Fanboy Chum Chum either. Even though I feel like I ranked that shit already. Danny Phantom. Definitely B or A? Danny Phantom's A. Danny Phantom is an A show. Totally Spies. I did not watch that. Sweet Life on Deck is S. Right up there with Sweet Life on Deck. Mad. Mad basically was the cartoon version of Mad TV. Mad was a very interesting and weird show. I remember one day I watched it with my mom and she was very creeped out by it. And she didn't want me watching it, but I still did. I'm going to put Mad in C. Corey in the House was not even close to the comedic value of That's So Raven, but it was a fine spinoff. I think it's B. I don't know what this is. Samurai Jack. I watched OG Samurai Jack. I know there's a new iteration out. I didn't watch the new iteration, but OG Samurai Jack was fine. This right here is my top 3. Okay, so my top 3 favorite like kid shows live action is Zoe 101, Drake and Josh, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody / Sweet Life on Zack. That's my top 3. Don't ask me to rank them. I don't know how to rank them. They are just equally my top 3. But Zoe 101, I watched it in secrecy the entire way through. I actually own season 1 of Zoe 101 because I tended to watch it back, but I never did. One of these days I will. 16 had a great intro, man. Great intro. Didn't really care for the show too much. I'm gonna put it in C. Yu-Gi-Oh! I used to have a big ass deck of Yu-Gi-Oh cards because I've messed with Yu-Gi-Oh more than I messed with Pokemon growing up. The show I wasn't crazy about. I'm gonna put it in C. Wild Thornberries. I didn't really like the Wild Thornberries. Fred. The show Fred was annoying as hell. No. Trash. Puka. Didn't watch it. H2O. That was not my demographic. Didn't watch it. George in the Jungle. Didn't watch it. Mucho Lucha. Did not watch it. Chowder. This is a show that I watched and nobody else. I'm gonna put in B. And then last but not least, Johnny Bravo. Johnny Bravo was an old cartoon that basically lived longer than I feel like it probably should have, but I don't hate the fact that it did because it was really good. My mother loved it. And my grandmother loved it too. Johnny's B. Johnny's B. So this is my tier list of kids, TV shows, and cartoons. What do y'all think? Go be honest. Be honest. What y'all think? How y'all think the tier list looks? I think it looks pretty good. I think it's a good looking tier list. I think this is a good looking tier list. I think this is a great looking tier list. Ed and Eddie, iCarly, Wizards of Waverly Place, That's a Wavin', Fairly Odd Parents, Rugrats, Jimmy Neutron, Drake and Josh, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, Total Drama Island, Sweet Life on Deck, and Zoe 101 are definitely my goated shows, my favorites. How many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What? Okay, so 12 shows in S. Okay. Johnny Bravo created Simps. This is very true. My favorite Nick show is SpongeBob. My favorite Nickelodeon show. Ooh, my favorite Nickelodeon show, as far as cartoons go, I would say was definitely Fairly Odd Parents. Live action Nickelodeon, I would say it was probably, it's between Jake and Josh and Zoe 101. For Cartoon Network, my favorite cartoon was Ed and Eddie. Live action, there wasn't too many live action Cartoon Network shows that I remember, and a lot of them were stupid. Disney, my favorite live action one was Sweet Life of Zack and Cody / Sweet Life on Deck. And then my favorite cartoon from Disney. Disney didn't have too many cartoons that I watched growing up. A lot of the Disney Channel shows were live action. So, yeah, just live action. But that's my list. Guys, that is our tier list for the day. That is our tier list stream. Thank each and every single one of you for coming through to our Sunday stream. We will be back tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Where's Gravity Falls? It would have been in Don't See, Never Seen, Don't Remember, because I don't remember watching Gravity Falls. So it ain't on here, but it would have been in Don't See. But thank you all for coming through to my tier list stream. We'll be back tomorrow. Probably watching some wrestling that I want to catch up on. So make sure you tune in for that. It should be a lot of fun. We might do a thing where I'll do a donation meter, and for every $1 that is donated, I'll watch like 5 minutes of Raw or some dumb shit like that. We'll figure it out. Anyways, great chat. Thank you all for watching. I love you as always, and I will see you all tomorrow. Excuse me. Have a good night, guys. Have a good night, guys. Peace.